Yep, that's me. Dr. Pigskin is wearing a Packers jersey. Because I'm a stupid loser who cheers for a stupid loser team. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I've got a Packers jersey on. Caden and I have a little thing, right? Caden's a Packers fan. I'm a Vikings fan. We started this last year where we did a whole jersey swap thing. He actually sent me this in the mail. This is an Antonio Freeman Packers jersey, and the whole deal was the loser, whoever lost the Vikings Packers game, would have to throw on said jersey. So Caden has a Christian Ponder jersey that he had to wear last year because, we actually used to beat the Packers. That actually used to be a thing we'd do. Now we're like, ah! But anyways, so yeah, Wolf a little surprised by the jersey. That's the story behind it. I'm sure I'll explain it later. And I think we might unfortunately have to watch something as well in a little bit here. But that's the deal. That's the situation. Anyways, we're not going to talk about the Vikings too much. I mean, I'm sure we'll get to it, right? But we've got a fun primetime game here today. Bucs versus Rams. I apologize to the Bucs. I know I have a literal Bucs jersey that the actual Tampa Bay Buccaneers sent me. I actually have two of them, and I'm not wearing either of them right now. But you know what? A deal is a deal, and maybe I'll at least display it on stream later or something. Shout out Cody Mauk and shout out Jason Pierre-Paul alarm clock jersey. But appreciate it, Wolf. Thank you, man, for the super chat. $2 for two Shedeur Sanders. Hey, perfect timing, baby. Let's go. I had my wrist up in the air this afternoon. But anyways, you guys know the drill. If you're in here, feel free to say hello in chat. Looks like we got a good crew in here already. We've got Caden, we've got Wolf, we've got Jack. What's going on, fellas? Hope y'all are doing well. Hope you're all having a nice Sunday evening. Jack saying Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. All right, everyone else can talk now. Dude, he's actually goated. I don't even know what to say at this point. Like obviously I know he wasn't going to cool down and it wasn't a fluke, but it is kind of crazy that he really is just getting 170 yards every single week, And again, what's so surprising is how he's doing it. He's getting a lot of long touchdowns. He's getting a lot of big plays over the top. Not necessarily something you expected to be in his game when he was coming out of college, but I don't know, man. It's pretty cool to see for him. Welcome, Kenny. Good to have you in here. Yeah, man. Oh, wait. I think I know who Kenny is. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough, right? But a deal is a deal. I lost the bet. You know what? If it makes you feel any better, and maybe I can send you this picture later, there is a photo of Caden wearing a Christian Ponder jersey last year. So, yeah, man. Yeah. But we'll talk about the Vikings more, I'm sure. And, not to plug myself, but I do have a little YouTube short / TikTok up where I kind of address my current feelings with this franchise and the direction it's headed. And Jack, Jack Doty, I should say, you made a very good point in the comments section. When you have 4 bad drafts in a row, this is what happens, right? So what can you do? But we got Ironbird in here. What's up, Ironbird? I appreciate that, man. That seriously makes me so happy. And you know what? I've got good news for you. There's another one coming very, very soon. And I know I've been saying that for a minute, but I tell you what, man, it's seriously almost there. So I'm actually getting pretty excited about this. It's been a whole process, but I was locked in. I was working on Premiere earlier today, and man, that timeline's looking pretty full. So that's pretty exciting. And then, yeah, I do short form now too, which is pretty fun. So Wolf's got Puka on his fantasy team. Well, here you go, man. Might be a good day for you today. We'll see for sure, but I could see Puka doing pretty well. Jack is saying JSN runs away with Offensive Player of the Year in any other season. Oh, yeah. And I mean, I know we're talking about, his competition is probably Jonathan Taylor, right? I think JSN's probably got it at this point. And Taylor's still been really good. I mean, it is tough, right? It is tough. I honestly might take JSN over JT. I think, and we still got a lot of season left, right? We're only in mid-November. I might lean JSN right now. I mean, what he's doing, especially considering the fact that the Seahawks don't have an amazing running game, right? I mean, everything flows through him. The argument you can make is okay, obviously JT is sick, and he is definitely the most impactful player on that Colts offense, and he's having an amazing season. But they also have a really good passing game. It's not like it's just Jonathan Taylor. It's not like the Colts passing game is as bad as the Seahawks running game, if that makes sense. So That could be a good argument you could make for JSN's favor. Oh, my bad. Your name is Kenny. So true. That's awesome. But we got Pear Champ. What's up, dude? Saying, how's it going? Like the threads I'm rocking? Yeah, yeah. He did what? If you know, you know. I've got the Antonio Freeman on. It's chill. Whatever. I wore this for a tiny bit last year, but that wasn't even because we lost. But pie in the face. Yay! Yay! Yeah, Bears and Lions did eke out wins, dude. I was actually a little concerned for the Lions for a minute. I was like, man, they're getting diced up by Jameis. The trick plays are hitting hard. That pass rush was getting home. I'm like, let's go. Here we go. 2-9, but we finally got the Giants that I was waiting for. And they blew it. I mean, dude, they might have the worst run defense in the league. And Jahmyr Gibbs is just such a sick player. And once Amon-Ra St. Brown started holding on to the ball, it's like, yeah, they're going to figure it out. But big win, big win for the Lions. Big win for the Bears, too, who just keep finding ways to win, you know? I think their point differential right now is only +2, but they're 8-3, man. They're 8-3. They're atop the division. They've still got a few big divisional games ahead. That'll kind of be the big test for them, right? Can they do a little bit better against the Lions next time around? How are they going to fare against the Packers? And, you know, they do get to play 9 one more time. No, they don't. I'm tripping. Yeah, my brain is broken, I guess. They already did play 9 twice. Whatever. But anyways, we've got an actual game here that's going to be starting soon. So let's go preview that a little bit. I'm actually super excited for this game, I got to say. And let's go. We actually got the graphic pulled up, and it's right and ready to rock. But we got a fun little playoff rematch from a few years ago. These teams are very, very different now, but still a lot of history between these two organizations. Bucs versus Rams in LA. I've got the backwards hat on for Matthew Stafford, as tradition, right? You know I had to do it. Stafford's playing like an MVP right now. Rams might be the best team in the NFL, coming off a huge win against the Seahawks last week, going up against a Bucs squad that's kind of reeling a little bit, right? I mean, they had a tough loss last week against Buffalo. They did put up 32 points, but it was kind of a wonky game. The offense has cooled off a little bit. If you look at a lot of their passing stats and a lot of their offensive stats, it's actually been fairly low recently. And a lot of it you can attribute to like their receivers have been banged up, the offensive line has been banged up. Like the offense has just not really been that healthy this year, but it's been a very inconsistent offense. This is not quite the offense that we saw at the beginning of the year that was frying everyone. This is not MVP form necessarily for Baker Mayfield. He's still at his moments. He's had some nice games. He's had some great throws, but for the most part, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. Still no Bucky Irving either, which is something worth noting, right? He's been out for a while. It looks like he's going to be coming back next week against the Cardinals, but still one more game without Bucky Irving. Great matchup, though. I will say I am going to go with the Rams here. That's my prediction. They're big favorites, which I won't say is like surprising, but they're 7-point favorites, which is pretty significant. ESPN gives them a 65% chance to win. I think that's fair, but I do think it's going to be a bit of a closer game than some people are anticipating. I do think if Baker's locked in today, we could see some points from both sides. A big matchup that I'm going to be watching for is this Rams rushing attack versus the Bucs run defense, right? We all know that one of the big things that the Rams have done this year is they've got the run game going a little bit more. But again, Vita Vea, one-man run defense, right? Heck of a guy to try and get your run game going against. This could be a game where Stafford has to drop back 40, 45 times, which selfishly, I might like to see a little bit, you know, and these Rams receivers are a handful for the Bucs corners, and the Rams defense has played really well, but I could see these Bucs receivers get going against the Rams secondary a little bit. Another fun angle for this game, too. Baker Mayfield coming back to SoFi, the spot where he kind of turned his career around a little bit, too. So that's something that's fun to watch. But I will probably go Rams here. I just think they've got too much firepower in the passing game. And even though Tampa's defense has been a little bit better than I thought it would be this year, and, you know, Todd Bowles still every once in a while has his fastball. He's maybe not the defensive coach he once was. I like McVay versus Bowles. I like this passing attack versus the secondary. And I could see the Rams defense causing enough havoc to maybe force a mistake or two on offense. So I don't know what you guys are feeling, but I am picking the Rams here. We'll say Rams win. We'll say Rams win 28-24. It'll be a good game, though. I'm feeling a good game. I feel like it's been a minute since we've had a good primetime game, and I have been looking forward to this matchup for a long time. I can even remember when the schedule came out. I was like, ooh, okay, we got to stream this one. So we're here, baby. We're locked in. We're ready to go. Sunday night football. But what are you guys in chat feeling? Bucs or Rams tonight? I'm curious. I'm curious if we've got any Bucs picks here tonight. But we've got Lovato. What's up, man? Welcome back. Saying he traded away Pickens in fantasy. Oh, that's tough, dude. Dude, how about the season for George Pickens, dude? It's kind of crazy. You play with Dak Prescott and your stats go up. I don't know, man. Good quarterback, right? Just such a beautiful fit between those two players, too, right? Pickens excels at all the things that Dak likes to do. All these deep routes down the sideline. He likes hitting the slants. You got the comebacks and the curls. I mean, and you got to give credit to Pickens. He has really expanded on his game, too. He came into the league as a bit of a one-trick pony, but he's evolved his game a little bit. And Caden, I got to say, I may have lost the battle, but won the war when it comes to a certain debate between wide receivers. Terry McLaurin versus George Pickens. Hey, and I'll be fair, Terry's been hurt a little bit too this year, and Jaden's been hurt. So I'll acknowledge that, but hey, Pickens kind of nice this year, isn't he? He's been kind of nice. He's a good player, man. That's tough that you traded him away, man. Oh, Lovato's asking about JJ McCarthy. We'll get to that in a sec. I've got some thoughts. Yeah. That Eagles collapse was crazy. How about the Cowboys, though? I'm so happy for them, right? Doing it for Marshawn Kneeland. That was pretty powerful stuff right there. They had the Kneeland flag out. And hey, you know what? The boys are back, baby. I'm telling you, they've got a little bit of a pulse for the playoff race. There is a bit of a pulse there. This is a team that could maybe make a run. The defense is looking a little better after some of the trades they made. Quinnen Williams has been a huge addition. And Dak Prescott, man. Who's throwing it better than Dak Prescott right now? Who's playing quarterback better than Dak Prescott right now? Top 5 QB? I sure think so, man. I sure think so. We got a Go Bucs from Jack. What's up, Brent? Good to have you in here, Brent. Let's go. Yeah, Curacao qualifying for the World Cup. Pretty crazy, man. Like I was saying in Discord, it's a country with like the population of Fargo, North Dakota, qualifying for the World Cup. That's awesome, man. That is so sweet. We got Sebastian in here too. Let's go, Sebastian. What's up, man? Saying stop this. There's no such thing as the NFL, JJ McCarthy or Matthew Stafford. It's all in my head. Please get help. The car crash wasn't my fault. No. And I mean, at this point, right, I'm just imagining everything, I guess. That's fair. No, football's meaningless, right? Sports are just used to promote fascism and fascist behavior. So, I won't be participating. I'm actually above all of you guys. Sorry. I'm just quoting tweets, whatever. Caden asking, video coming tonight or tomorrow? It's going to come a little, I know, this is hilarious. It's coming soon, guys. It is going to come a little bit after that. The only thing I really have left to do is just to record the shots of me on camera. I might be able to do that tomorrow. It's tough because my family is actually coming in for Thanksgiving on Tuesday. So Tuesday through Sunday, I'm going to be pretty busy, and I don't know that I'll necessarily have time to do it then. But legitimately, that is the last thing that's left. The thumbnail is made. All the hard editing is done. All I have to do is just set up my camera, sit down, record the shots of me on camera, put those in, and then it's ready to go. And, I gotta type up my whole, don't copyright strike this video statement that I did last time so I can actually keep it monetized. Because that worked last time, and I gotta say, man, it was pretty nice. I enjoy when my videos are monetized, so we're gonna try and keep it that way. But yeah, JJ McCarthy. Malik Willis, dude, he came in for a little bit. The human victory cigar. Yeah, man. Dude, when Malik came in, it's sweet. We got Wolf cheering on the Bucks and Cade Otton. Okay. A lot of people rocking with the Bucks in chat. I know Pear Champ's rocking with the Rams, though, saying he thinks the Rams get the #1 seed now that the Eagles lost. Preseason prediction might be right. Let's go, dude. Hey, cheers to that. Let's go, Rams, baby. Whose house? Rams' house. Again, I'm sorry if the Bucks are watching. I love you guys, obviously. Hey, I got the towel up, right? I got the Go Bucks towel, and at some point I'll pull out the Cody Mauk, but a deal is a deal, man. We gotta eat the loss. I'm thinking, Caden, we'll watch the video at halftime. How about that? During halftime, before my grid, I will force myself to suffer just a little bit more. But oh man. Yeah. Yeah, you were right, Wolf. You know, sometimes the haters are right. Sometimes the haters get you a little bit. I feel you, man. I feel you. Jack is saying McLaurin's overrated. Been the same player every year. That's fair. But he's been the same player. But I also think it's fair to say, like, last year when he actually had good quarterback play, it was nice to see his production go up a little bit, right? I think it's fair to say he's always probably been around like an 1,100 to 1,200 yard caliber receiver. But it was nice to see him actually hit those numbers last year and not it be like speculation, like, oh, he could if he had a decent quarterback. Like, we have a little bit more proof of concept with him now. He's a good player. I think overrated's a little harsh. I mean, I think he's never been a top 10 receiver or anything like that. But, you know, I think he's good where he's at. I think he's a good player. He's no Georgie, though. He's no Georgie. Pearchap is saying, am I crazy for thinking Houston can still win the division? The Colts did lose today. I don't think it's crazy to say that Houston could make the playoffs whatsoever because that defense is just so good. I mean, respect to Denver and respect to Seattle. They've got some dogs on defense. Those are two really, really good defenses. I don't know that there's a single defense better than the Texans. I mean, man, when you can just get after the quarterback rushing 4 like that, you can win a lot of games just by doing that by itself, right? I mean, that was kind of the vision that I had with the Giants is like, dude, that 4-man rush is so sick. I don't care who's playing quarterback. I mean, we're seeing him win games with Davis Mills right now. Because you've got Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, you've got Stingley, you've got Bullock on the back end, Petrie's a dog. I mean, dude, it's such a sick team from top to bottom. It is such a sick team from top to bottom. So I could honestly see it. I don't know, man. I don't hate that take. Because they play the Colts. Do they play the Colts just one more time? I think they played them early on this season, right? That might be the toughest thing is they only get one more game against the Colts. Stroud comes back. I mean, Nico's good. If that offense could just get its act together, even just a little bit, man, they could be a really dangerous team in the playoffs. I mean, we even saw last year their offensive line was a disaster. They didn't have a running game. They limped into the playoffs, and then they just absolutely whooped on the Chargers, right? And they even put up a good fight against the Chiefs. It is a team that's built to win in January. They're well coached. That's not the worst take in the world. I don't think that's crazy. I could see Daniel Jones maybe having a rough game against that defense. It's just going to come down to can they score enough points? It is kind of weird to say because they've got some talented players on offense, but man, I don't know that I really trust it, even though it's been a little bit better recently. I'm a little scared of their offense still, but the defense is special. It's special. Sebastian asking, what's the ratio of Bucs fans to Rams fans at SoFi? Well, I guess we'll see, man. I mean, and I say this is Mr. Rams. I mean, let's be real. Not often there's a true home game at SoFi, right? Not often that you see that, so I don't know. Let's see. What else? I got to catch up in chat. Oh. The forced Georgie reference. Let's go, Georgie. And it's supper time for Rob. Let's go. Rob the provider. That's awesome. You know what, Sebastian? They did hold the Messiah to 14 points in week 1. I know exactly what you're talking about. But I'm telling you, bro, you go back, you watch the tape. He was playing special ball in that game. I even actually wrote about this on doc.com. Like, you could tell going into week 1, right, there was all these concerns about Stafford's back and his age. And, oh, my gosh, is this going to be another 2022? Like, if it was going to be a bad year for the Rams, that game would have been a disaster. And 14 points doesn't look too crazy. And he had like 250 yards. Like, it wasn't a ridiculous box score or anything. But, oh, baby, some of the throws he made in that game, it's like, nah, if Stafford was washed, they might have actually got shut out. So, I don't know. But it's nice, right? When you hold the GOAT to 14, that's how you know they're pretty good. Wolf is asking who played better, Gabriel or McCarthy? Um, I guess Dylan Gabriel by default. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. Jack thinks it's crazy. Texans are not winning the Super Bowl with that offensive line. I mean, I don't think they'd necessarily win the Super Bowl, but dude, if they get in the playoffs, I could see them like winning a game or two with how good that defense is. I don't know, man. Like, I'm trying to think of like who their potential first round matchups could be. Like, if they played the Ravens, I could see them upsetting the... Well, I don't even know if it'd be an upset, but, like, if they had the Ravens in the first round, they could take them. If they played, like, the Steelers in the first round, they would beat... I think they could beat the Steelers. They could beat the Colts if they met the Colts. They could take the Broncos. I could see them beating the Broncos. Like, you know, you could talk yourself into them beating almost any team in that playoff field. They could shoot. They just beat the Bills, right? Like, they could do that, potentially. But probably not the Super Bowl. No, I mean, if they played like Philly in the Super Bowl, that's it. It's over. You know? Yeah. Yeah. But Brent almost went to this game. That's right. You mentioned that in Discord. Did sleep well. That's fair. No, that's fair. And you know what? Sometimes it's nice to just watch in the comfort of your own home. I get that. Shador did do okay, honestly. He had his moments. It was about what you expected from a Shador game. Maybe a little bit better than I would have expected, right? It was still the turnover and a few sacks that he took, but he also, he had that long pass to Isaiah Bond. I had the wrist up a little bit. I'm like, okay, all right. So, and you know what? He's fun. It's exciting. Like, all respect to Dylan Gabriel, whatever. It's a little more fun watching the Browns with Shador out there. You can't deny that, right? I'm a little more invested in watching the Browns on my TV screen when Shador is out there. Texans not beating any of the current NFC playoff teams except the Niners, maybe the Packers. Yeah, because I could see them just like forcing the Packers offense into a weird game. I also think it's fair to say like Texans offensive line versus Packers defense, hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. Like, I don't know. Micah could get like 4 sacks in that game, you know? I don't know. Oh, Wednesday stream. Yeah. Like the offseason, talk football, who I think I mixed the playoffs. Probably not this Wednesday, just with the holidays and everything. But I tell you what, Parachamp, I'll peep my calendar here. But yes, I do need to get on that too, right? As I've been trying to like mix up my streaming schedule a little bit. As you know, I wasn't live this morning. I was like, I'll go live tonight for the game though. I'm thinking perhaps next week, Wednesday. So like December 3rd, like we're almost done with the season. Just kind of like previewing the final month of the season or something like that, maybe. That'd be nice. Too much Ben Solak. That's just me being too online, man. And I don't doubt that Ben Solak is, quoting that meme a lot. I feel like a lot of podcasts like to throw that meme out. I tune into Ben when he's on Mina's show every once in a while. It's crazy. I have a Ben Solak take actually, and easy for me to say, right? I'm sure the bag was enormous, but like honestly, dude, I honestly think he's being wasted at ESPN. Like honestly, like at ESPN, he's just kind of like the Mina Kimes podcast guest, which isn't a bad gig by any means. But it's like, dude, at The Ringer, he had his own show. Extra Point Taken with Shield was so good. He was like the NFL guy at The Ringer. And now he's like, every once in a while, he was on ESPN Bet and then the Mina Kimes show. And like, that's about it. And he writes every once in a while for ESPN. And he's a pretty good writer. But dude, I've got NFL media takes, man. Ben Solak is being wasted at ESPN. ESPN's system isn't properly utilizing Ben Solak. True, Sebastian. You're kind of right. No, honestly, though, and I like Mina a lot. I think she does great work, and I think her podcast is pretty good, especially in season. I like the insight. I'm going to be real. every once in a while she has a guest on where it's like, I'm sorry, man, I don't really want to listen to this. Like her guests are very hit or miss for her show, but she and Ben have excellent chemistry. I honestly think the best Mina Kimes podcasts are her and Ben Solak and her and Brett Coleman. Like, I don't know. If she just had those two in a rotation or something, I think that would be perfect, you know? And I think at some point ESPN is just going to be like, all right, it's now the Mina Kimes and Ben Solak show featuring Lenny, you know? That's, could you imagine Ben Solak on Undisputed? That's awesome. Anyways, the game has started. It's a first down for the Bucs. No, I love Ben though. He does a lot of good work too, and I know sometimes he gets crap online or whatever. But like, you know what? I can empathize with him as a fellow pasty white who didn't play football at a very high level. Like, I get it, dude. Right? I get what he's trying to do. I respect the hustle. I think he's good at what he does. But Lovato asking if Friday is also a holiday. It is not. I just took some time off of work since my family will be in town. I mean, sometimes your work will give you Friday off too. Mine didn't give it to me, but I asked for it off, and they were chill about it, which was pretty sweet. So I know I only have 2 days of work this week, which is kind of nice. I get a nice long weekend, so that'll be nice. Just recharge a little bit, spend some time with family, watch some football, eat some good food. So I'm excited, man. There's no Thanksgiving in your country, says Lovato. He'll have to come up with an excuse to leave work early and watch the games. Let's go, dude. You got this. I believe in you. I believe in you. Here's the coordinator battle right here. Chris Shula, Josh Grizzard. Shula's been doing an unbelievable job this year. It wouldn't shock me if this was his last year with LA. He might be a head coach soon. He is a righteous Nepo baby. He's a Nepo baby that's earned it. Okay, Tez Johnson. And you know what? That Sterling Shepard intro, that was sick. You know what? Let's go. Bringing the family on. Let's go. Caden's working on his own video right now, but there's some doc projects in the docket and extra stream stuff coming. Oh, yes, there is, baby. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. We've had a couple of very productive meetings recently regarding the future of this channel that I'm pretty excited about. So good stuff coming. Bucs 2 for 2 on third down. All right. You know what? That's a good game plan. I mean, it goes without saying you want to be in third and short, right? But against this Rams defensive front especially, you want to stay out of third and long. Yeah, I was just talking about how the Texans are really good at getting after the quarterback rushing for. Same story with this Rams defense, right? This defensive front 1 through 5 is unbelievable, dude. I mean, just so much young talent. They bring in the big vet Poona Ford to help plug up the run game too. I mean, dude, they just got some violent game wreckers. Deep shot at Buka broken up. I like it. You know what? Test this young secondary early. Go take a deep shot with Emeka Egbuka. Didn't pay off, but I like it. Send a message. I like it. Sebastian wonders what Lenny thinks of the Lions O and D line struggles. I think Lenny, I remember Lenny saying like losing Frank Ragnow was just a really big deal, man. He was the heart and soul and the anchor of that offensive line. And on the defensive line, just a lot of injuries, you know. Lenny knows ball, man. Lenny knows ball. Caden's got a question. Thoughts on the Colts GM? We'll get to that in a sec. Let's see how the 2nd and 10 goes. But I actually do have a Colts GM take. And there's another one of those young defensive linemen, Braden Fisk, one of the FSU boys. It's so sick he and Verse are playing together. That draft call was so sweet between them. We're like, oh, we're teammates again. That was so wholesome. It is Chris Ballard. Yes. I've got some Chris Ballard takes. Here we go. Now we get into third down and long. Now this is where that Rams pass rush can get going a little bit. And Chris Shula doesn't necessarily blitz a ton, but he, just like most defensive coordinators, he really does a good job picking his spots when to blitz, you know? This is no Brian Flores type of scheme or anything. They're going to blitz here, though. Here we go. Look at that. Baker flushed out. Oh, just sailed it over everyone. Thought he might scramble there. That's honestly probably been the best club that Baker's added to his bag, is just knowing when to scramble, having good judgment on when to run. He's not like an elite athlete or anything, but he's a powerful, angry runner, and he can get going when he goes downhill a little bit. But Rams did a good job staying ready for that. You can see 2 defenders out there just taking that away. That's a tough throw. Good coverage. Just throw it away. Yeah, that's the right call by Baker right there. Rams force a punt early. Dude, this defense is legit. I think more people are starting to pick up on it a little bit, especially after that Seahawks game last week. I'm telling you, dude, for as good as this Rams offense is, and it is awesome, their defense is like just as good. That's what makes them a true Super Bowl threat. This is the best defense they've had since like the Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey days, man. They've got some dudes on defense. Well coached, great pass rush. Emmanuel Forbes as a reclamation project has been nice. It's nice, it's nice. All right. Caden asking thoughts on Colts GM Chris Ballard. I think he is somehow saved his job. If you had asked me this even like back in June, I'd have been like, dude, I'm so sick of him. Mr. Patient, just always sitting on his hands. Like, just trust me, guys. This 3rd rounder I picked is going to be good. That's why we're letting this guy walk, and we're never making any big trades or signings ever, right? He used to frustrate me so much, but I got to give him credit, man. He had an unbelievable offseason. And obviously the big thing that people will point to is Daniel Jones, and that was a good signing. One thing that I don't think gets talked about enough with Chris Ballard that he deserves a lot of credit for was having the stones to let Ryan Kelly and Will Fries walk and actually being right about their like day 2 and day 3 draft picks being ready to replace them and sliding in as good starters on that offensive line. I mean, that was one of my biggest concerns about this Colts team going into the season was like, man, they lost 2 of their best linemen. They've got some unproven guys sliding in at center and right guard. Like, I don't know, man. That scares me a little bit, right? We just kind of expect the line to be good, but who knows after losing those 2 vets. But I got to say, Tanner Bordellini and Matt Goncalves, the 2 replacements for Kelly and Fries, have actually been pretty good. And if you listen to Chris Ballard throughout the offseason, he was like, yeah, man, we trust our developmental guys. We trust this coaching staff to like get them ready to go. Like, yeah, we lost some good players, but our replacements are ready. Dude, I can't lie. He was right, man. That paid off in a big way for them. So Laiatu Latu is starting to play really well now. He's really coming to life. He's got another interception today. Tyler Warren turned out to be an excellent pick. I was a little skeptical of that, but like, nah, he's been him. I mean, yeah. I mean, outside of like the Sauce Gardner trade, which is like big swing, and I could see the risk behind that. But it's, it's a little scary, but I get it. It's a wide open AFC. You're 8-3. They were like 7-2 at the time or whatever. Like, I get it. Make a big swing, right? They did give up a lot, but why not? Why not? So I think he's done a pretty good job. And you're right, Jack. Cowboys are very likable, dude. I love the Cowboys. I've always kind of had a soft spot for them, but this team in particular is super likable. All right, Matthew, let's see what you got for me here. First down run for the Rams, and there you go. Bucs run defense showing up to play early. You got Big Vita Vea in the middle. You got some stout guys on the edge as well. Good run defense. Canada does celebrate Thanksgiving. I believe it's on a different day, though, right? But they do celebrate Thanksgiving. All right, Stafford. First drop back. Ooh. Okay, Levante. I've been a little hard on him from time to time, but there's some vintage closing speed and coverage from Levante David right there, taking away the check down. I see you. Okay. Pear Champ was surprised about Mina not having Rams defense in the top 10 going into the year. I get that. I mean, admittedly, I don't know that I would have had him in the top 10. I might have had him at like 12 or 13 because I was a little worried about the secondary. So I can at least understand that. But all it took was a few weeks. It's like, okay, nah, this defensive line is so sick. It doesn't really matter. Oh! This is like the Thunder gif where Shay is like, my whole life is consistent. J-Dubs is like, oh my gosh, dude. I swear I do that like 10 times a game when I watch this Rams offense. Oh my goodness. Come on now. 3rd down, an absolute seed. Come on, man. He could not have put that in a better spot. I hope y'all are ready for me to be annoying all night long about stuff like that. But come on, man. Who's throwing the ball like that? Play action. Just a little screen right there. There's one of the many tight ends we'll see for this Rams offense tonight. Right? Big narrative for this Rams team. 13 personnel, 3 tight end sets. They get you out in heavy formations. They force you to match with 3 linebackers, and then they just hit play action off of it. They bring your linebackers out, and then they just throw on you. And they can run it too, right? I'm sure that's something they'll talk about a lot on the broadcast. Oh, yeah. People wondered about maybe field goal or punt there. I guess I don't know. McLaughlin's been pretty good for the Bucs. That might have been a fairly long kick, but dude, it's chicken. It's chicken. Play action again. Wide open Puka. Easy as you like, man. That's just a classic Puka Nacua crosser right there. Bread and butter of this Rams passing game. Easy as you like. And, you know, Puka's pace is cooled off a little bit. Like, first month of the season, it's like, dude, he's going to get 170 catches. He missed a game, and, like, they've been getting some of the other guys involved, but that is just classic. I mean, dude, that was something I talked about on the Thursday night stream. Rams versus 49ers, right? Play action. Puka's such a good blocker. You can have the fake insert block, and then you just run a little crosser with him. And there's not a linebacker on the planet that's keeping up with him. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We'll see if I get to say that tonight, Jack. I hope so. I hope I get to hit one of those. Look out. Okay. Is that Yaya Diaby getting home? Good player, you know. Doesn't always get the most sacks, but he's always up there for pressure. He's a good pocket pusher. He's a good hustler. He's not like a superstar edge, but he's a good starter, man. He's something that Tampa desperately needs to get going. Get a little bit more pass rush. And there's the downside of Stafford being 37 years old. He can't quite get out of those, you know. You push the pocket like that, yeah, he's probably going down. I love the Cowboys and Packers. How much more insufferable can I get? Fair. Oh, that was almost picked off. Dangerous screen right there. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Toyota-thon has begun, so Jordan Love is going to start slinging it. It's that time of year, man. Toyota-thon is on. Get ready for Toyota-thon Jordan Love. Lovato asking if the Rams are the best team in the NFC. I would say so. I might have them as the number 1 team in the league right now. Oh, we got it. 3rd and 18. Puka toe tap. Come on now. Come on now. What a connection. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yo, what's up, Laywell? Appreciate you tuning in. Let's go. Hey, don't worry about it, man. I appreciate you being here. That's awesome. Big win for your Chiefs today, huh? How about that? Back on track? There's a reason why, even at 5-5, Vegas still had them as the favorites, you know? They're coming, man. They're coming. I've got an Antonio Freeman jersey on right now, which, for those that might not know the lore, I'll go over that at halftime. Play action. Oh, he's just short. He's just short. Kyron might be able to thump it in. Play action to Davis Allen. Dude, and that's a big reason why Puka's numbers have gone down a little bit. I say that as if he doesn't have like 50 yards on the first drive, but they've been getting those tight ends involved. We've seen a little bit more Terrence Ferguson too, a guy that I really like. Obviously you got Davis Allen, and then, oh my gosh, Colby Parkinson. It was ugly, but you still believe. Hey, ugly win, but against a good team, you know? He did what? Oh, yeah. We got a ball knower. Let's go. Let's go. Nick Wright was a good guest. I'm just going through old messages in chat. Oh, Nick Wright's always a good listen, right? And he's perfect because he knows exactly who he is. He's probably the best hot take artist in the game right now, right? Because he's a little self-aware. But there's at least like some nuance and reason behind his hot takes. He's like the Michael Jordan of Stephen A. Smith's. He's the Michael Jordan of Skip Bayless, as I should say. Stephen A. Smith is probably the Michael Jordan of Stephen A. Smith's, but he's like the best possible outcome for Skip Bayless. Dude, I love this media talk. I'm a sucker for stuff like this. I'm an awful announcing reader. That should tell you all you need to know. Oh, let's go. Classic fade to Devontae. Come on. Come on. Who said the goal line fade isn't a high percentage play? They have gone to that so much this year. You know, I actually saw a good stat on a podcast. It was last week, I think, that Devontae Adams, I don't know the exact number now after this game, but I believe it's something like Devontae Adams has been targeted like 13 times in the red zone, and 8 of them have been touchdowns. And it's just that. It's just a little goal line fade. And that is something, that is an element that this Rams offense did not quite have last year. Last year, Nakua and Kupp were a great duo, but again, so much of it was reliant on motion and dictating leverage and getting guys open against zone and finding the soft spots and all that stuff, right? And Puka's obviously good against man, but they didn't have that true outside receiver, that true man beater that they could just throw down the sideline. That's exactly what Devontae Adams is. That's exactly why they brought him in. And it's just so sick to see something like that, you know, a signing that they made back in March come to fruition, right? Oh, man, that was a sick play. Let's go. Pearchamp can't express how much he loves Puka. I mean, dude, he's such a sick player. And the fact that, like, he takes so much pride in his blocking, too. I just love seeing that. I love receivers that block. He's so good after the catch. I mean, he's got to be first team All-Pro, right? Probably him and JSN are the first team All-Pro receivers. So, yeah. Oh, Laywell's been editing. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Sebastian says, speaking of awful announcing, the Lions fan base is like 1 week away from starting to try and perform a satanic ritual on Jonathan Vilma. Oh, I've been there, man. Jonathan Vilma has done his fair share of Vikings games before, too, which is kind of crazy considering his history with the Vikings and injuring us on purpose. But, yeah, Jonathan Vilma. Yeah, he's something. He's something. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that's 11 touchdowns now for Devontae Adams. And, like, you know, he's got like about 600 yards too. But this has been a very typical Devontae Adams game right now where it's 2 catches for 14 yards and a touchdown. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That Jameis receiving touchdown was sick, dude. That was so funny. I could get down with that. One of the best plays of the last 5 years. He broke a tackle at the end, too. Was it Gunnar Olszewski threw it to him? I mean, that is like a Mad Libs of a play right there. Gunnar Olszewski throwing to Jameis Winston on the Giants for a touchdown. Yep, 1 catch, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. A Jerome Bettis type of stat line right there. Hey. My goat is 8 for 8, 89 yards and a touchdown. Who's got it better than me? You know what? He's the real 9. He's the real 9. 1 yard TD pass merchant narrative lives on. You know what? I don't care. We'll take as many as we can get, baby. Aaron Rodgers used to do that with Devontae Adams, too. It's a Devontae Adams thing. It's not a Stafford thing. And to answer your question about the fan ratio, there's a good amount of blue and yellow there. I would say this is one of the more pro-Rams crowds that we've seen. That's fair. That water's hitting different. I see what you're saying, Sebastian. No, I will say Jameis's PR team is kind of crazy. That's fair to say. He's got the Kobe PR team. All right, let's see what kind of answer the Bucs have here on their second drive. I mean, they moved it fairly well, right? They got a few first downs. They got it into 3rd and short, though. That was the biggest thing, right? And we saw, like, once it was 3rd and 9, Rams sent the blitz, flushed Baker out, and it was just hard for them to do anything off of that. Sean Tucker's been a nice change of pace, though. Let's see if we can get him going a little bit. Okay. Not a bad run on first down. We'll take that. Only 3 yards through the air so far for Baker on that first drive, though. They're all Bucs fans in disguise. True. We got some. It's like a secret shopper, you know? JSN. Dude, he might actually come for Calvin's record, dude. Who would have thought? I mean, I liked him, but like I didn't think he was gonna do this, you know? Go to Tucker again. All right, well, that at least sets up third and decent, right? It's gonna be like what, third and 4? I think this could be Igbuka territory right here. Just get something easy. You want to pick up that first down through the air. Maybe you get Igbuka on a choice route or something. Something short and easy. See if he can beat his man quickly. Let's see what you got. Oh, they got Godwin out there too. Igbuka isolated. Is that him against Forbes? That's a matchup to watch right there. Yep. Igbuka against Forbes on the outside. Okay. That looks like, I don't know the actual play call, that looks kind of similar to that might have been a choice route. That was kind of what I was imagining for Igbuka, but they just drew it up for Godwin instead. Okay, fair enough. That's legit. Either way, first down. I like that, though. Something quick and easy. I mean, take it from me, a Vikings fan. You do not want to be holding on to that ball super long, trying to hit these big chunk plays against this Rams defense. It's tempting, dude. It's so tempting to try and pick on this secondary. But, man, you got to block things up well if you're going to try and test them deep. Oh, okay, Kobe Durant. Blowing up the screen. Goffin tried to stat pad on the one with the ball. It would have bounced off of Adams' hands and been intercepted and used in narratives by box score watchers. Very true. Maybe me, too, you know. Yeah, that's right. He did break the record. I know we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago, right? That was kind of something that you were on the pulse of. Yeah, there you go. There you go. 11 games and he broke the record. I mean, could it be a 2K type of year for him? Could be. I ain't talking the basketball game. There you go. Quick to... Oh, Otten held on. Uh-oh. Oh, the ball's out. 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 Touchdown. Kobe Durant. I'm not sure if that's going to be scored as a fumble or an interception, but either way, the ball's out. Oh, my goodness. Cade Otten just bobbling it up and down. Hey, look at Stafford. He's just a goofball. Oh, my gosh. Bro. So would that be an interception then? Because he never really had full control of it. That's got to be a pick six, right? He's bobbling it. Because if it was an actual catch, it looks like his knee is down before Durant gets the ball. I think that would go down as an interception, would it not? Because I don't think that was a catch. So it looks, yep, they just confirmed it. It's a defensive touchdown for the Rams. Went to Cade Otten. He bobbled the ball up and down a little bit. Ended up just getting ripped away by Kobe Durant. Ran it down the sideline for a score. Otten's knee was down, but it didn't look like he'd actually caught it. And by the time like his knee was all the way down, like Durant pretty much already had the ball. Either way, though, we got to hit that. We count those. We count those. That's a balls out moment right there. We'll count it. But tough start for the Bucs, man. It's already 14 rip. I mean, they had at least moved the ball a little bit. It's not like they'd gone three and out or anything. It looks like they did rule it as an interception. That's a tough break for Mayfield's stat line right there. But, I mean, yeah, you pick up this big third down, and then a few plays later, you're turning it over, and it's getting run back for a score. Yeah. Kobe Durant, true. Yeah. Yeah. No, there you go, man. Rams defense making plays. There you go. Happiest Devontae has been since he was with the Packers. Oh, easily. I mean, dude, it could be easy to, like, I have low-key already forgotten about his time with the Raiders, which is crazy because he was actually pretty good his first year at the Raiders. He still had like 1,400 yards his first year. And he had, it was Derek Carr that was slinging him the rock, right? And he was very good down the stretch with the Jets last year. That's when I was kind of like, dude, there's still a little something there, you know? There's still a little gas left in the tank. But yeah, man, his time with the Raiders was a little forgettable. He had some good games. He had some nice moments. I'm actually gonna look that up now. I'm a little curious. Devontae Adams Raiders stats, because his first year, 2022. I know that was the year I was like, dude, what if the Raiders are goated? They brought him and Chandler Jones in. Chandler Jones, that's a name. Um, Dude, it was 1,500 yards, and he led the league in touchdowns too. Even in 2023, he got over 1,000 yards. And I mean, he's still been getting 1,000 yards, right? And he's well on his way this year. Yeah, he led the league in touchdowns with the Raiders, but they won like 7 games, 6 games. Yeah, yeah, that was tough. Anyways, we're on a tangent now. But welcome, Ryan Nasty. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Yeah, St. Otton was down. I mean, it looks like he didn't catch it though. I think I'm with Jack on this one. Like it looks like he didn't quite have full control. It's a tough call to make. It is tough. Like maybe if they ruled it differently on the field, then they would have called it differently upstairs. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see, man. We get to see this Bucks offense play from behind now, right? Now, I mean, it's tough, right? Like, how much do you really want to get out of your initial game plan? You don't want to panic too much and then, like, all of a sudden you're throwing 55 times a game, but we'll see, dude. We'll see. Now, the Rams have a little bit of devil magic. I can't lie. They got a little bit of devil magic on their side. But one of these defense has to go for a top five. Who is it? Broncos, Texans, Seahawks, Rams, Browns, and Eagles. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a really good one. I might say I'm probably deciding between the Rams and the Browns, honestly. Eagles, especially with some of the changes they've made, are just so good now. Jalen Phillips has been such a dude for them. The secondary's locking in a little bit. That collapse was pretty rough today, but I would say it's hard to take the Eagles out. Seahawks are pretty locked in. Broncos are pretty locked in. And Texans are pretty locked in. I still might say the Browns. It's probably the Browns or the Rams. I should probably pick one. You know what? I'll say Rams. I'll say Rams. We'll keep the Browns. I mean, the Browns might have the best defender on the planet. We'll give them the edge for that. Mason Graham has been good. Schwessinger's been good. Denzel Ward's good. Well, we'll say Browns. Oh, geez, dude. 2nd and 10, low throw on the screen. Here you go. 3rd and long again. And here's where the Ramley can get loud and pin their ears back. Yeah, that's crazy. 13 in his last 4 games. Come on, man. Oh, the whole bobble and with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, I heard he had some drop issues today. I didn't watch a ton of that game. I watched a little bit of it, but I I I know he had a good stat line, but he had some drops, which was tough. Yeah, me too with Chandler Jones. I know he's had a rough go of it. Here you go, 3rd and long. And I mean, there it is right there. I mean, dude, it's hard to take this defense out of the top 5 though. I mean, obviously Miles Garrett is like the superstar of all superstars, but like, dude, Kobe Turner is like an all-pro level player, even if he doesn't quite have the name recognition. Obviously, like Jared Verse, I feel like is a big name. Byron Young has been like just as good as him this year. Byron Young's always been a good player, but he's taken his game to a new level this year. I mean, you've got V8 coming off the edge. You've got Young, and then just Fisk, Puna Ford, Kobe Turner up the middle. It's hard to take the Rams out of the top 5, though, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Ask me again after this game, maybe. If they put a beating on this Bucks offense, I don't know. Ryan Asty saying the game is already over. It's not looking good right now. 14-0 first quarter. Rams just got the ball back. It's not looking good. Yeah. Classic Vikings line, though. There's a lot of game left. I don't know. That might be annoying to hear, but we'll see. Laywell took Cowboys over Eagles and pick 'em. Let's go. That's big. That's huge. That's a great pick right there. I was too chicken. I went Eagles. I was like, their defense is too good. I wanted to, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. Welcome, Jedediah, saying, the Bears, number one in the NFC North. They are, man. Props to them. Props to them. But you know who's number four? Us with 9. So, who's the real winner? We're going to have a higher draft pick. So, come on down, Jeremiah Love and Mac Jones. Okay. It took a while for me to get. We'll say it now, right? Lovato is asking honest thoughts on JJ McCarthy. I'm gonna be real, man. He's only got like a few more games left to prove that he should be starting in the NFL. I mean, if we're gonna be straight up, what we have seen through 6 games, like he should not be starting. Like he's unplayable. He's derailing the offense, right? This week, this game, you can at least put a little bit more on like, okay, they just ran into a sick defense and Micah Parsons had a great game. McCarthy was still awful, right? It's not like McCarthy was good. I honestly think the worst game he's had as a pro was last week against the Bears. I'm sorry, man. The way he played last week was inexcusable. There's no reason the Vikings should have lost that game last week. Respectfully, the Vikings should have scored like 35 points in that game last week. Justin Jefferson should have had like 150 yards in that game last week. There's absolutely no excuse for some of the misses that he had last week. And so here's what's tough. And I kind of get into this on my TikTok short, whatever you want to call it, right? And I've said this before on stream a little bit, but I cannot emphasize this enough. There are 2 schools of thought that you have to think about here with JJ McCarthy, right? Laywell saying calling it so soon. Here's what's tough. From a pure quarterback development standpoint, yes, it is very early, right? He's the youngest starting quarterback in the NFL. He's played only 6 games. He's barely played in the preseason, right? He's been injured a lot. He's adjusting to a new league. Not to mention, he didn't even play a ton in college, right? He was only a 2-year starter and notably did not drop back a lot at Michigan. So there's all that to consider, right? It is too early to tell if JJ McCarthy will ever be like a decent NFL quarterback or not. I'm not going to sit here and say like he will never be good ever. If you give him 10 years, he'll never figure it out, right? The problem is you also have to consider where the Vikings are as an organization right now. The Vikings do not exactly have the luxury of time. They don't have the luxury to sit around and wait for 20 games and be like, well, is he good or not? Let's see. I don't know. I hope so, right? This is not the Titans with Cam Ward. This is not the Saints with Tyler Shuck or anything like that. This is a team coming off a 14-win season. This is the 3rd oldest roster in the NFL, one that has the 3rd fewest cap space in the NFL going into next season. Not a ton of draft picks. Year 4 of the regime. This is as win now of a roster as it gets. And so it just sucks to know that this is it. And this is our window, and this is our chance, and this is what we've spent all these years building for. And we're like, well, I hope he eventually becomes better than Zach Wilson, right? I mean, that's where we're at right now. And so, exactly. No, you're right. Like, it's just like, dude, like, I'm sorry. Going into the situation, I stand by my take going into the year was like, last year I said, well, he just has to be as good as Darnold. And then I was like, well, hold on. That might be a little bit higher of a bar than I anticipated. But I was like, he just has to be a little bit better than Josh Dobbs, right? The Vikings went 2-2 with Josh Dobbs a few years ago. If he could just be a little bit better than Josh Dobbs, we should be all right. And he's not. He's not better than Josh Dobbs. Like, dude, I was having aneurysms every week from watching Carson Wentz. God bless him. North Dakota legend, by the way, right? Love Carson Wentz. It's not personal. He was making me pull my hair out. At least we could move the ball. At least we could score in double digits with him. Dude, it's not even, like, if Wentz was healthy right now, he should be playing. No question. It's not even close. We're such a better team with Carson Wentz in there right now. And it's just, so it's tough. Like, we're going to probably ride out the rest of the season with him, right? And that's fair. I get it. I'm going to be real, man. If there is not significant improvement from JJ McCarthy, though, like, we can't call ourselves a serious team and bring him back and be like, well, quarterbacks don't fail organizations. Organizations fail quarterbacks. I'm sorry, KOC. Sometimes quarterbacks can fail organizations. And right now, we might be looking at one of these cases. I don't know, man. So, anyways, that's my JJ take. I mean, yeah, like, let's be real, man. outside of like 2 quarters out of 6 games, it has been like unplayably bad, you know? Yeah, I wonder if Sam Darnold ever played for the Vikings or Daniel Jones or literally anyone, you know? If we had Jacoby Brissett, bro, I promise. Jedediah is saying Bears defense shredded with injuries. I mean, dude, the injury report is insane. Like, their whole back 7 is just gone right now, right? It's crazy, but the offense is clicking, man. I gotta say, Ben Johnson's looking pretty darn good. He's got the run game going, too, which is kind of exciting, right? You see Kyle Monangai getting in there a little bit. There's a lot to be excited about with the Bears right now, even if, like, you think, okay, they probably won't go to the Super Bowl, right? But they're right on schedule, if not a little bit ahead of schedule. Pearchamp asking, who would I say is more likely to miss the playoffs, Bills or Chiefs? I'm with Jack. Probably the Chiefs. The Bills scare me a little bit, but, like, they've got a much bigger head start. They also have the tiebreaker over the Chiefs, but that Chiefs win today was massive. They needed that, dude. They needed that. Welcome, Unique Tiger. Appreciate you tuning in. Saying, this dude knows ball. Let's go, man. I appreciate that. You know, every once in a while, right? You know what they say about a broken clock? It's right twice a day. That's me. Sometimes I say, guys, the Giants are going to make the playoffs. I promise you. Every once in a while, I hit. Sometimes I say, guys, the Vikings are going to finish ahead of the Lions in the division. No. But I also say, guys, Devontae Adams is still like that. Oh, appreciate it, Laywell. Let's go, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we really did have Sam and Dan. Good old Sam and Dan. Sam Daniel. If you know, you know. Oh, I hope Michael's watching right now. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Oh, my gosh. Dude, that's crazy. Third down pickup. There you go. Some weird magic going on. Aura cripples defenders. Ben Johnson, dude. Ben Johnson does kind of have aura. I can't lie. He pulls the mad genius look off very well, right? Like, he's a very intense guy, very details oriented, but you could tell he's a freak about football. I've grown to respect Ben Johnson a lot, honestly. He's a fun coach. He really is. But dude, the Bills have some serious problems to solve. I think they'll make it, but man, I'm a little worried about them once they get into the playoffs. Ooh. Corner. Tay Adams. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ben Johnson equals no aura. Each their own, right? I mean, he can be a little goofy, a little interesting sometimes, but he's no Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald has aura. Hey, that's a real Georgia boy right there, you know? Cedar Shoals legend, Ben Johnson. I follow Cam on Twitch. I'm not going to lie, I don't know who that is. 13 to... Oh, no! His completion streak! No! The stats! Almost 13 for 13. Coach with the biggest aura, probably Dan Campbell. I would say it's probably Dan Campbell, right? I mean, he's got just the big muscular vibe about him, right? The way he carries himself, the way his team plays, like how he looks, you know? I feel like Dan Campbell's got to be up there. I go to bat for this guy a lot, and I know not everyone likes him, and like, he's had an interesting season so far. I don't care. I think Nick Sirianni has crazy aura. I love Nick Sirianni so much. When he's shouting on the sidelines, when he's running around with Big Dom, and they're just, you know, teeing off on you in the fourth quarter. They get the tush push going. Sirianni's thumping his chest. I kind of like that. I kind of like that a little bit. Other coaches with aura. Tomlin's got aura. Mike Tomlin's got aura. You know what you're going to get with him. He'll give you some good quotes. He gets the shades on. When Mike Tomlin is probably top 5 coaches with most aura, right? When you get shades Mike Tomlin and it's like a noon game on CBS or whatever, it's like, yeah, the Steelers are going to get outgained by 150 yards and win. Dave Canales kind of has aura. He's also just kind of hot. I think that's really what it is. Like, he's just a good-looking dude. If you want to count that as aura, I'll allow it. Blake Corum. But good-looking doesn't always equate to aura. Like, Matt LaFleur is a good-looking guy. I wouldn't say Matt LaFleur really has aura, though, you know? He's just hot. There's a difference, right? I would say Sean McVay has a little bit of aura. He's also kind of an interesting cat. He's just wired interestingly, but I don't know. Ben Johnson out auraed Tomlin. True. Jacob Tammy. Come on now. Let's go, baby. Come on now. Leon Washington. That's a good one. What about Joel Dreesen? Another fade. This one for Puka. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Mark Barron. Brandon Staley has aura. I stand by that. Oh, yeah. Coach with least aura, Zach Taylor's got to be up there. I think Gannon's got a little bit of aura just because he pulls off the goofball shtick pretty well. Before he got hired, I would say Brian Callahan up there for least aura. Same with like Matt Eberflus. He had no aura. Oh, my gosh. There's got to be someone else. I would say like Shane Steichen doesn't have a lot of aura, but he's a good coach, right? And it's not necessarily a prerequisite. It's nice. It's good to have. Oh, incomplete. Yeah, John Harbaugh really doesn't have much aura. But you know what? He reads Diary of a Wimpy Kid with his daughter. Does NC Bill Belichick have aura? Yes. Is he a good coach? No, but he has aura. Oh, man. Oh, Vrabel's got aura, especially being back with the Patriots now, right? Team that he played for. He's got the Patriots quarter zip on. He's got to be up there. That's a good one. Seahawks, Pete Carroll had aura. Raiders, Pete Carroll, negative aura. Touchdown. Colby Parkinson. Another tud for Stafford. Let's do our little dance. Clap. Yeah. We'll see about this game. I said it was going to be a good one. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Mark Barron, Bucs legend. Isaiah Crowell, Georgia legend. Oh, yeah. Also, I was watching the replay of my dance. When the fajitas come out sizzling. If you know, you know. I'm too proud of myself for that. Oh, man. Oh, I love this, though. Coach Aura ranking. Maybe I should do that. Coach Aura rankings. I like that. Rank every head coach by aura. Was that a no-looker? Speaking of aura, let's do the SGA. My whole life is consistent. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's go. Appreciate you, Jack. $5 super chat. We'll take that. Let's go, baby. I know exactly what you're talking about, Jack. I heard it too, and he said that, and so he said that he was like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, "Oh boy." Nearly at a Thom Brenneman type of moment right there. That was crazy. Yeah. He's like, "Excuse me." Oh man. I mean, I that is like every announcer's worst nightmare, though. There was an incident like that in baseball that happened a few years ago with the then Oakland Athletics. Their play-by-play announcer, I believe he got fired because of it, but I'm not even. Yeah. You could look that up if you want to, but that was insane too. Yeah. Little slip of the tongue, man. Yeah. Yeah. Brady's like, "Is it over?" Brent's happy he didn't go to this game. Now I feel you. We'll see. We'll see how this game goes. We'll see if 2048 gets pulled out at some point. Oh no. Yeah, that would be a bad one, Jack. That would be a pretty bad one. Yeah. Honestly, I think Brian Schottenheimer has aura. I like the way he carries himself. I like the things that he's been saying in these press conferences and interviews. And you know what? Like, I don't know. He's just a fiery type of guy. He gets me going a little bit. I say Brian Schottenheimer has aura. Thome Brenneman. There's a deep drive to left field by Castellanos, and that'll make it a 5-0 ball game or something like that. I don't know if I'm ever going to put on this headset again. Like to consider myself a man of faith. COVID sports. Am I right? Wait, really? That's lame. You can't walk around the stadium? Do they have guards that are just like stay in your seat? That's kind of lame. That's no fun. Yep. That's the Thome Brenneman incident, Laywell. Yep. Oh man. Yeah. 4-0 ball game. Okay, yeah. There's a drive to deep left field by Castellanos, so it'll make it a 4-0 ball game. So it's saying Sebastian has a 9 type of stat line right now. A little bit. Yeah. Oh, there's the Baker clip. The clip that saved his career, man. Shout out to Victoria Zeller, who is a good follow on Twitter. She's not on there as much these days, but a big Bills fan. But she tweeted out something like a year ago about how that Thursday night game was kind of like a big foreshadowing for like some of the subplots of the following years. Like Baker still got it. Sean McVay still had his scheme lore magic. Like there's a lot of foreshadowing to come from that game. That was a very underrated, impactful game. That Rams-Raiders Thursday night game. Man, good for Baker, though. I'm happy that he's found a good home, And, they're pulling quotes right now, but if you ask him, right, he said in so many interviews, like, not to glaze the Rams too much, but whatever, like, he owes a lot of his career turnaround to that time he spent in Los Angeles. Yeah, Kyle Shanahan doesn't have as much aura as you'd think for a good coach, Mike McDonald makes you faint. That's understandable. I'd probably do the same if I was a Seahawks fan. I get it. Talking about if it's grounding or not. Either way, it's going to be third down. Fred Warner. Oh, that's a classic right there. I miss him, though, Oh, they showed a flag graphic. He's very much in the tackle box. I don't know, Jim. Either way, it's third down. No penalty. They showed the graphic, but here comes the pass rush. There's the scramble. There you go, Baker. Good job, right? That's what you need. That's just such a weapon for him. Just straight up the middle. Sometimes you just need to duck your head and run. Not saying you need to do it every single time, but sometimes you don't need to wait and look to throw. Especially if it's third down, it's money time. Go do that. NCAA FCS bracket with my elite FCS ball knowledge, dude, that'd be sick. I will say there's a few things I have to tend to for halftime, but I'll at least maybe peep the bracket. I like that. Whew. Yeah, it's 21 rip, dude. There's a defensive touchdown, and the Rams' offense has been a machine, and the defense has been a machine. I mean, yeah. Drake May, the best nickname in football. Dude, that's so funny. That's become a thing. Drake May. He should have been ours. But nah, he's a beast, dude. Falcons Drake May had another nickname. If you know, you know. Deep to conk. Throwing short to Otten there. Good tackling. Bracket was announced today. I suppose that's that time of year, right? Go Bison, baby. Go Bison. I skipped a Baker rushing take from earlier. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Let's see if I can find it. But, he's a solid rusher. He is. He can move a little bit. Yeah, he's not a crazy athlete, but He could get downhill, get going. Say it. Nah, bro. When I came up with that nickname though, I was thinking more of like a machine gun or artillery, not anything else. Oh, there he is running again. Lower the shoulder. Yeah. You know what? I love it. You're down 21 nothing. Duck your head, lower the shoulder. Baker rusher. Oh yeah. Let's go, baby. That's what I like to see. Jalen Polka's Rutro Raggy. Dude, I need to bring that back. I need to do another tier list and have Rutro Raggy. I think, unfortunately, right now, 9 is Rutro Raggy. Don't run from the name. Oh, man. You guys are cracking me up tonight. This is awesome. Samson, Ebukam. That's a good one. I always think of, well, I don't always think of this. This is the first time I've thought of this in a while, actually. But it was a few years ago. It was Colts versus Bucs, 2023. It was around this time of year, actually. And Samson Ebukam, back when he was still on the Colts, had a big strip sack and recovered the fumble. And I remember the Colts radio announcer, the call of it, was like, Ebukam, 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 Ebukam. It was very much the balls out coded. I loved it. It was awesome. Oh, Rashad White. He's been solid this year. He's been all right, especially with Bucky being out. I know someone in chat was asking earlier, is Bucky ever going to be back? He should be next week, I believe. It's been a bummer that he's been out for this long. I certainly wasn't expecting him to be out this long, but I believe he should be back next week. Dude, yeah, he had a great game in that Monday Night Football game. Everyone always forgets about that. Oh, yeah. He had a solid... I think he's still playing, but he's had a good career for what he's been, Let's see if the Bucs can get an answer here. Oh, a little trickery. I like it. Got some blocking. Oh, baby. That was a big ethical hit, though. I actually don't remember that. I do not remember that announcer scream from 2018. I might have to look into that later. Oh, man. I know. The Chris was saying, like, this might score. It looked like they had a chance here. They had blockers. Jackson, Smith and Jigba. It's JSN. Nas Reed. I like making up, like, silly nicknames, though. Like, and I haven't been able to say this a lot recently, unfortunately. Oh, come on now. Okay, come on. Tez Johnson's kind of a dog. That was sick. Good throw by Baker, too. All right, you know what? Let's go. Let's have a game, folks. Let's have a game. That was sick. Just a classic Baker laser right there. Oh, baby. Come on now. He's got one of the best fastballs in the league. Whew. Oh, 9. 9 silly nickname, I think, is just 9 right now. And, unfortunately, I've been planning on this for a while now. But I got to keep it a surprise for when he has a good game. But Justin Jefferson, when he gets a big play, I like going, Jeffy. But I haven't been able to do that a lot recently because 9 has been missing him. But, like, big catch, Jeffy. I know, it's stupid, but I like doing it. I also, for some reason, I have an instinct to call him Austin Hefferson. For no reason at all. As soon as I said that, 3 people left. That's awesome. Drake May. Drake spray. But again, it's like a machine gun. Like he's spraying. he's spraying bullets across the field. You retyped the Baker take and I keep dodging it. Hold on, let's see. I gotta find it now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not seeing it. I might just be running from it. Oh no, I can't agree with that, Azul Ape. Bulls rightfully got hired. I mean, he's been a great defensive coordinator for a while, and I think if you ask people in the Bucs organization, they all love the guy, right? I mean, he certainly does not have his fastball as far as defensive coaching goes these days, right? I think that's fair to say. Like, no, he's probably not the same defensive mind he was in 2014, but he's been with the organization for a while. He was a handpicked guy by Bruce Arians, as Ryan Asti is saying. And, when Arians stepped back from coaching, he was still a very prominent voice within the organization. Bulls is still a pretty good coach, I would say. And for what it's worth, man, he's made good hires with his OCs. I'll go to bat for Todd Bowles a little bit. Let's see if there's a bug in my face. That's an indictment on me, I guess. I got bugs in my place. Ew, the doctor is dirty. We're going off the rails a little bit. I'm not going to lie, though, bro. I, for the life of me, cannot find this Baker Mayfield rushing comment. I'm scrolling a little bit. That might just be the one that got away. Or, I'm just dodging it. Don't you dare speak that evil, Brent. Jettis leaving the Vikings. It's funny. I actually tried to post this in Discord and it didn't send. I was like, whatever. I'm just in my feelings right now. But I have on my phone a Photoshop edit of Justin Jefferson in a Bengals jersey that I pull out every time I'm sad about the Vikings. It's like, he's gone. He's going to the Bengals. He's going to be with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. He can finally get his game off again. Go be free. First time in his career, he's had 3 straight games under 70 receiving yards. Look at what 9 has done. Ugh. I saw there was one of the many gambling outlets that was like, this is the lowest over under total we've ever had for Justin Jefferson. And it's like, no. Oh yeah, I need to see the actual results maybe in a little bit. I'll check and see there's anything in Discord or not. But you know, one rarity score. I respect it, bro. I respect it, bro. I respect it. Pretty unsanitary for a doctor. I'm working on it. Welcome, Packers Nation. Appreciate you tuning in. Don't let my jersey fool you. I'm not a Packers fan, unfortunately, but Rams will make the playoffs and play a team like the Packers and score only 13 points. I could get down with Rams Packers in the playoffs. I don't know. I think this offense has got a little something. They could get more than 13. Green Bay's defense is pretty good, though, I got to say. Pretty good. If the Vikings could get 2 firsts for Jefferson this offseason, I would do that in a heartbeat. I wouldn't, because it would make me sad. I don't know. Like, yeah, 2 firsts for a wide receiver would be awesome, obviously. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know, man. Like, I truly believe he's like an all-timer, and I just think it's so hard to willingly part with that. And, like, I don't know. I don't want, like, history to be the only dictator of what we do. But the Vikings literally did something similar with Randy Moss back in the day, right? They traded away Randy Moss. They got an ice haul, and it's like, look, we have these picks. These picks could be anything. They could even be Randy Moss. And instead it was Troy Williamson, Like, selfishly, and I think even from a football standpoint, I struggle to see a situation where the Vikings would win a trade where it's 2 firsts for Jefferson. I just really do. And maybe, I mean, if he wants out, he wants out. Like, we're not going to hold him hostage or anything, right? Like, if he just woke up this offseason and was like, I want to go, like, trade me, or I'm never playing again, like, what can we really do, But I inst- I would rather not we do that. I would rather we not get rid of truly someone who I think is like one of the best ever at his position, because it would make me sad, and I like him, and I want him to prosper with us. Future chief. Okay. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Family Guy reference. Let's go. Someone picked up what I was throwing down. Oh yeah. Jack saying the Vikings 5-year outlook is nothing special, so why keep them? I mean, I because even if the 5-year outlook is not good, year 5 I want him on my team, you know? Like, and ideally, like I would say the Vikings 2-year outlook is not looking good. I am a big believer in that if you have your act together and if you are at least a decently run team, you can actually rebuild fairly quickly. Most rebuilds don't take as long as a lot of people think. I would say most rebuilds, if you're doing a decent job, they only it's still, but like they only take like 2 years, right? So yeah, let's say the Vikings are headed towards maybe like a rougher patch and they need to work things around. I still would like Justin Jefferson on my team for when we're good again, you know? Like, same thing with why I honestly defended the Browns keeping Myles Garrett, not trading him, right? Yeah, you know what? The Browns are rebuilding right now, and maybe he's a little bit older. But, like, if the Browns play their cards right, they could honestly be a pretty good team in, like, 2028. And it's like, yeah, they want Myles Garrett for that, you know? So I'm just because you're rebuilding doesn't mean you need to get rid of everyone. You know, you don't need to get rid of the whole entire team and like nuke the franchise. There's a few keepers, obviously. So that would be my take as to like, okay, we should still keep some people though, you know. Now, again, we'll see how things play out, man. And eventually, like, if he does just like get so frustrated that he doesn't want to play here, we might not have a choice. Like, he could force our hand, but if he's fine playing here, if he's happy playing here and like living here and stuff, like, no, we shouldn't get rid of him. Like, man, I would for Jefferson, like, and I would rather get like players than picks, right? Like if we're trading Justin Jefferson to like hypothetically the Chiefs, it's like, dog, y'all better give us like Creed Humphrey and some picks, you know? Like, you know, if we're trading Justin Jefferson to the Lions, as Sebastian is taking, as Sebastian is saying, right? Dog, we ain't getting Rock Ya-Sin. We're getting Tyleek Williams and we're getting Jameson Williams and a few picks, you know? Like so I don't know. But what's up, Ron? Appreciate you tuning in. Stafford is indeed out of control this year. 3 touchdowns, not even halftime yet? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Ward and Garrett are never leaving the Browns, nor should they, right? Because again, if the Browns draft well in a few years, they're going to be like, let's go. We have Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett on a good team. Let's go. I feel like the shelf life for wide receivers has been going down. Feels like running back situation. Counterpoint, look who just scored the touchdown for the Rams, right? He's in his 30s, right? He's still got it a little bit. And I understand what you're saying. Like, there have been maybe a few wide receivers that have declined, but I feel like Jefferson's game would age pretty well too, right? Just because he's such a good route runner and he's such a smart player. It's not like he's Tyreek Hill where so much of it is based off of being insanely fast, you know? But I at least get what you're saying, you know? Yeah. 3 drops today is the worst wide receiver ever. Trust me. Nah, he's good, dude. He's a good player. He just needs to get a little more consistent. I'm with you, Lovato. We might be seeing the MVP right now. 2 fifths in 2019, Daniel Sorensen. I mean, shoot, we'll take him, dude. Maybe we can finally get some decent production. D Hop, that's fair. That's fair. D Hop fell off pretty steeply, you know, and he dealt with some injuries too. Yeah, Julio. I guess. I mean, and I'm gonna look this up real quick. I want to make sure that like I'm actually right and not like factually wrong. But I feel like they were like fairly old though when they started to kind of decline, right? I mean, how old is Diop's only 33. His last good season was probably 2020 though. That's fair. He's 28. Okay, I'll give you that. That's fair. I'll give you that. All right, fair point. Julio, yeah. Counterpoint. He's obviously out now, but Mike Evans, you know, he's still hanging in there. We'll see. We'll see after this year now, though. He's just had so many injuries at this point. But is he already up to 30 touchdowns? I think so, right? Yeah, dude, he might actually get 50 this year, especially if they keep throwing it at the one, right? Let's go. Odell, yeah. That one, I mean, but I mean, like, you have to think about, like, if Jefferson has a run of injuries, then yeah, he's cooked too. It's not like he's immune from it. So that's fair. 2-minute warning, man. Bucks are staring down the barrel. Yes, I'm sorry, Ranassi. I saw your comment earlier and I didn't get to. I'm sorry about that, man. Yes, we will be doing a halftime grid. You know it. Halftime grid as well as something else that I have to do as a part of this bet. But yeah. Me too, Ron. I appreciate it. It's tough, but it's whatever, right? I mean, I've just kind of accepted at this point, like, we ain't making the offs this year. It is what it is. Not much you can really do. Jeremiah Love, baby. Let's go. You know what? Let's get a top 10 pick. Why not? Let's just suck the rest of the year and get a top 10 pick. We're playing for draft capital now, baby. Let's go. Did I buy a Fanta for the stream? I did not. I had my Fanta back in the day, few weeks ago, right, for the Thursday night Vikings Chargers stream. We're laying low off of Fanta for a little bit now. I did have a Poppy earlier, but we're laying off for a little bit. Yes, you can choose a square. You got it, dude. You got it. Oh, yeah. Lovato says he's Brazilian and just wants to say how grateful he is that they got the best international game, season opener with the champs, halftime show, and a whole Friday game just for us. That is pretty sick. Yeah. Brazil getting a little bit of a moment. I will say, we'll see how things play out. I know next year, because of the good old Sports Broadcasting Act of 1960, there will be no Friday game. Brazil still might have a game, though, but there won't be a Friday game at least. But, you know, Brazil, the crowd has turned out too. Got to respect it. Debo, Tyler Lockett, true. I mean, hey, you want to talk about a receiver that's falling off that also might be looking for a new team next year that was once teammates with Debo? Brandon Ayuk, dude. What is going on with him, dude? He might be cooked. Being a hater can be exhausting. I feel you, Ron. I feel you. K-State legend. Hey, and I think I might have brought this up before. K-State legend indeed. He was nice. He wasn't nice enough to beat the mighty Bison, though. Hey, the Bison coming in to Manhattan, taking down the Wildcats season opener. Tyler Lockett was on that team, man. But we had Ryan Smith and Brock Jensen and John Crockett and Greg Menard. Oh, come on, man. Greg Menard? If you know, you know, man. He was a beast, dude. Carlton Littlejohn. Oh, baby, dude. I could just scroll through. I could do a whole stream where I just scroll through like early 2010s NDSU football rosters and just like go crazy remembering some of these names. Christian Dudsick, Colton Heagle. What teams we had, man. Yeah, I didn't go to NDSU, but I grew up rooting for them, Man. Oh, pop. Oh my gosh. Whew. Yeah, man, I feel you with being a hater. Yeah. Does the Mountain West offer NDSU a football only invite? I could see it. I think from a competition standpoint, that would make sense. I do like how the rest of the FCS is at least slightly caught up with them a little bit. Geographically speaking, there might be some logistical challenges, and NDSU would have to expand their football stadium to meet the FBS capacity requirements. Like there's some stuff to work out for that, but from a competition standpoint, NDSU and the Mountain West would rock. But there is something honorable about us being in the FCS. I would miss playing against South Dakota and South Dakota State and UND and Montana and all that's like, I would miss that, It's the soul of NDSU football that we might lose a little bit. But that seems to be the way college football is going. College football cares very little for the soul these days. Here we go. 4th down. They got to go for it. 4th and 2 here. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You got to go. I mean, if they don't get it, it might be deuces already, but you have no choice. You have to line up and compete here. Incomplete, bro. Yikers. Yeah. Whew. Oh boy. 2048, anyone? That might be the final score of this game. Oh, there's a little jersey grab there, maybe. A little bit of a jersey grab. I don't know, Jim. Yeah, they did go to the Dakota Marker game. You're absolutely right. Yeah, this game has been tough. I feel you, man. I mean, at the rate they're going, they probably will score a touchdown before halftime. I don't know, dude. I was hoping for like 28-24, good game that comes down to the end. Look at my optimistic soul. But you know what? Then you get, as I think it was Lewa was saying, when the game's out of hand, you get Doctor After Dark. That's when the real unhinged Doc comes out. Puka, stat pad. There you go. I'm dodging a KSU fan. Uh-oh. KSU fan take. Oh, you went to Manhattan September. Didn't see a Kansas State jersey anywhere. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's a bummer. Why couldn't the Seahawks play this Bucs team? Yeah. Dude, that was a get. That would have been a fun game for prime time, man. 1-4 in their last 5. Yeah, no, I mean it's kind of been underreported. Like Tampa's kind of spinning downward right now, and all I gotta say, all of a sudden, the mighty Panthers play a pretty interesting game tomorrow night. Oh, okay, that was a great play right there by Zion McCollum. They were trying to get a little fade down the sideline, get a little crazy with it. That was a heat check right there. Broken up though. Zion McCollum's been a pretty nice player for them. Man coverage down the sideline against Devontae. That's a tough assignment right there, but he plays it perfectly. Bucs at one point were number 1 in your power rankings. Yeah, I mean, dude, they were hooping for a while. Speaking of Michael, shout out to him. Here comes the thicker kicker, man. Let's go. Bang. He got it. Drilled it. So not 35-7, 31-7. We'll see if Tampa can like salvage something else. I hope for the sake of like making this at least something that I can like talk myself into being somewhat competitive. If Tampa could get a touchdown here, that'd be pretty nice, you know. I actually don't remember who started with the ball. Let me check right now. I think it might have been the Bucs that started with the ball. Yeah, they do. Oh no, the Rams get the ball to start the second half too. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. Yoinks. I know, dude. The 2048 during the storm delay. That goes crazy. It's a thing now, man. You know what? It might get pulled out. If it gets to a 30-point margin, it might get pulled out. That's what I'll say. Oh, man. Are the Thunder going to win 74 games this year? They just might, dude. They have, like, what, only 1 loss so far, right? They're pretty nice. They're pretty good. But we'll see what happens when the Timber Puppies run into them, you know? Look out for us, too. Ruh-roh. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, I mean, they got a super team. They have an ethically built super team, right? All homegrown talent. Sam Presti kind of cooked a little bit. Go Raptors, Laywell says. That's right, you are. I forgot about that. You are a Raptors fan. I suppose no team in KC, right? Raptors is a nice pick. I like it. Yeah, Timber Puppies are doing all right now. You know how they are. They'll get hot at some point. They always just seem to go through these weird funks, figuring things out. Then they'll heat up. Knicks are winning it all, Jack says. Oh, yeah. The New York Knicks. Oh, Timberwolves Brazil. Oh, I love them. Best page ever. Dude. I have a few old Timberwolves Brazil videos saved on my phone. They posted some crazy things. That is fair, pair champ. The Bucs really did kind of skate by in some of these games, right? Like they barely beat the Jets, they barely beat the Falcons, they barely won that Texans game. No, that's a fair point. Absolutely. Sebastian's eating good. Being a Dallas sports fan hasn't been fun for a while, Ron is saying. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Brent, we're getting Ja Morant. We're getting Ja Morant, baby. Let's go. Morant and Ant. Gonna toss the grenade. Habs, Celtics, Lions, and Roma. Okay. I like little Roma. I like that. That's a good team to support. Roma. That's awesome. Hate being an aware Bucks fan. Yeah. You know what? Let's go, Bucks. Come on. Let's get a drive going here, baby. Come on, Bucks. Hey, Tampa Bay. The Bucks know how to shine. Let's see if we can get something going here. 30 yards for Baker, and it's almost halftime. Oh, yeah. No, their kits are beautiful. AS Roma, Italian soccer club. A lot of rich history with them, you know. That's a good, honorable club to support. This is our Bucks. This is our team. We bleed pewter. His name is Seth, right? The Colts guy. He's like, let's break Aaron Rodgers' neck. He's being a savage. Yeah, what's up, Game Solve? Appreciate you popping in here. How do you let the Rams blow you out? The Jags would never. True, especially not in London. Oh, Otten dropping. Hot take, Italy doesn't qualify for the World Cup. They've had a bit of an interesting run these days, haven't they? The Italian national team. I feel like they've been kind of shaky recently. I could see that. Mikko Rantanen has turned into a menace. I'll believe you. 3rd and 3, man. I mean, it's getting to a point where, like, if the Bucks don't start scoring, like, starters will be pulled, you know? I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see. They got that at least. I mean, they probably would have gone for it if they had. I mean, would you go for it? I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. But you don't even have to think about it. Oh, he's turned into a menace as any like he's been getting ejected. Okay. Respect. Let's go. Oh, look at Rampage. Waving with the big check. Good guy, Rampage, right? Ethical mascot. Yeah, dude. Elite reference right there, Sebastian. That's awesome. This game has to be a blowout. Oh, yeah. Dude, I remember watching that. I was so invested. Some of his finest work, dare I say. I still need to watch the Scorigami doc, too. Spitgate. You know what's crazy? I actually haven't been as tapped in with the spitting incident as you might think. I might actually need someone to catch me up on that. Alls I know, I think, because Jamar got suspended, right? What exactly was the deal with that? It was like Jamar did spit on Ramsey, right? And he got ejected, but did Ramsey kind of start it? But I know we now have 2 spitting related incidents this NFL season, which is interesting to say the least. Look at Baker's face. He's playing hurt, Ron says. I mean, I could see it. He's been taking a beating out there right now. Yeah. I wonder if you're Tampa, like, how much longer do you keep him in there? I'm trying to remember who their backup is. Oh, my gosh. Why do I want to say it's Teddy Bridgewater? I might be totally wrong. Mayfield wanted to launch that. Oh, what a play. There's Emmanuel Forbes. Emmanuel Forbes breaking up the pass. Dude, he's been good. He's been pretty good, I got to say. He's been a fun little turnaround story. He's what the Vikings hoped they would have gotten with Jeff Okudah. Oh, yeah. Devontae Adams, baby. Let's go. Keeping me in the game. We'll take it. We'll take it. We need more 1-yard touchdowns. Just feed him. It is Teddy. Okay, nice. I don't know how I knew that. Well, I mean, I'm sure I read it at some point, but uh-oh. Uh-oh. Baker just falls on it and eats it. Yeah. I mean, I guess you call timeout here, right? If you're Tampa, you kind of have to. Dude. They're not even in field goal range now because of that. Well, I guess they probably weren't in field goal range to begin with, but they don't have a third string? Oh boy. Who is their emergency quarterback? Just a shot in the dark. It's probably like Sean Tucker or something. Puppy is taking over your space. Hey, that's got to be nice though, having a little puppy in your lap. Just a little puppy. The big puppy. Oh, yeah. 3rd and 21, folks. Drew Lock. Three-man rush. Look at Jared Verse just bulldozing. He's going to get him. Oh, my goodness. That is a very rare sight right there, folks. That is Tristan Wirfs getting beat for a sack. And granted, it wasn't a quick pressure by any means. It's not like Tristan Wirfs lost instantly. They're going to show right here. Look at this sick bull rush by Jared Verse. Just walking him backwards. I mean, you do not see that very often. That is as clean of a win as you'll ever see against Wirfs. Oh, and a 3-man rush, too. Oh, my goodness. Whew. What a way to close out the half for the Rams. A sack. They're going to call timeout. Why? I mean, what are you going to... Do they really think they can, like, run this punt back or something? I mean, what's the point, dude? You're up 31-7. Do you really need to call timeout? Meanwhile, Bucs are just like, get me out of this game. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, this has been something. What? They're going for it? I guess. Whatever. Sure. Just chuck it. Oh, is he even going to be able to chuck it? Yup. Oh, he slipped as he threw. And it's picked. A little stat pad. Bro, he's got blockers. No. Oh, he slipped. Good Lord. Dude, Mayfield doesn't... Yeah, dude, Ron, you're on to something. Mayfield's... He slipped right there. That looked a little scary, too. Mayfield doesn't look ideal right now. Oh. Oh, boy. Well, we might see the teddy bear soon. Bad night just gets worse for Tampa. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I mean, dude, the Seahawks easily could have won that game, right? Like, straight up. They were in it till the very end. It was a long kick, right? But, like, they had a chance. They had the ball, final play of the game with a chance to win, you know? Like, they played very well in that game. All right, we're going to do our little halftime festivities. I'll get it set up here. And then we will get to our halftime grid. But for those that might have missed it at the start of the stream, oops, wrong thing. So, Caden and I have a nice little running bet, right? Caden's a Packers fan. I'm a Vikings fan. We started this last year. A little jersey swap where we found some like cheap jerseys of the opposing teams, sent them to each other, and then like, whoever loses the Vikings-Packers game, the other person has to put it on, So last year, Vikings actually took care of business. So Caden got to put on his old Christian Ponder jersey that I sent him and wear it to work. And now this year, since the Vikings lost, I have an Antonio Freeman jersey that I got to throw on. And for those that don't know the Antonio Freeman lore, shout out Laywell, who was quoting the broadcast earlier. This is a little before my time, but it's iconic play in this storied rivalry. I introduce you to... He did what? You know what? They might get me for copyright, but who cares? I mean, it's this truly is just like the history of these two franchises summed up into one play, right? I mean, that is the most Packers way to win a game of all time, and that is the most Vikings way to lose a game of all time. It is iconic. It is Vikings Packers in a nutshell. He did what? He did what? You see the B movie? You know what? We're watching the B movie. You know, if this game. Wait, do they have it blocked? Nope, there's DreamWorks. What the heck is going on here? Dude, is it being funky because I'm streaming? Are they trying to block it? No! I want to watch B movie on stream. Oh well. Oh well. What can you do? All right. Well, anyways, that was the Antonio Freeman lore and our attempt to watch B movie. Let's do a little grid, shall we? And say less. Say less. We got the Vikings on the grid. Someone in chat was saying earlier it's an all-team grid, which I'm a big, big fan of. I always love the all-teamers. And it's even better when your favorite team, the beloved Minnesota Vikings, pop up on there. We are going to lock in for the Vikings for sure. But let's see. Ryan Asti, what square would you like? We'll have our traditional or our recurring Ryan Asti square. Which square would you like, Ryan Asti? My only request is that I keep the Viking squares because I'm selfish. But you used to send the entire B movie script to people. That was very much a thing, right? B movie honestly has had a lot of staying power in popular culture, right? Meme culture really picked up on it. It was a very 2016, 2017 thing. And it's funny you say that. I actually saw a tweet about this the other day where, B movie being a meme was kind of like, you know, people just picking a random kids movie to meme on, but then people watching it realizing how absurd and insane it actually is. But it's a very 2016, 2017 coded meme. And to me, like, dude, this is so dorky. I don't care. That's like the meme sweet spot for me. That's when I was like a sophomore in high school. So like those dank memes hit extra hard. But anyways, staying power of the B movie. It's a cultural phenomenon. I like the Gary Zimmerman shout for Vikings Broncos. I'm going to stop yapping about B movie. Let's get into this grid here. I like the Gary Zimmerman shout. We're going to see if we can get a little deeper. I have one in mind already for Vikings Packers. I mean, there's a few that you could do, right? Aaron Jones is the big one. You've also got Brett Favre, Greg Jennings you could get. But the one that I'm going to do, Desmond Bishop. Good old Desmond Bishop. 0.3%, baby. Come on, let's go. Icy veins. Let's go. Yes, I am class of 2019. You got that right. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know it. Made it out of high school right before COVID. Vikings Dolphins. I believe Greg Jennings might also work for that, actually. Mike Wallace would work for sure. That's one that you could get. Let's get a crazy. Why do I want to say Bryant McKinney ended his career with the Dolphins? That scares me though. I can't verify that though, right? That one scares me a little bit. Burt Emanuel for Pat's Dolphins. We'll do it. Let's go. The Burt Emanuel merchant strikes again. The Burchant. I love it. Come on now. 0.006%. Come on, baby. Let's go. Oh. Vikings, Dolphins, Vikings, Broncos. I like these more obscure AFC, NFC ones. I actually didn't know that Chris Carter was a Dolphin. I actually didn't know that. That's a fun fact. I might just have to use that now. You know what? I'm going to swallow my pride. 12%. Oh, man. And I didn't know that. I'm a casual. Man. 12% Chris Carter. I didn't know that, though, straight up. I'm assuming he, ended his career with them, right? Because I know he's with the Eagles a little bit, too. Byron Jones. I remember him. That's a great one. We'll do Byron Jones. Shout out to him, man. Injuries kind of ruined his career, but he was a good player for a while. Let's go. Oh, 14%. That's kind of surprising. All right. Vikings, Broncos. If we can't come up with anything else, we'll do Gary Zimmerman. And I feel like he'd honestly be a decent scorer. You could do Case Keenum. You could do. Did Latavius Murray ever play for the Broncos? I want to say that he did. You could do. I'm trying to think of like any offensive lineman. Well, I mean, Anthony Harris. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Silver Siglia. Oh my dude. Okay, I know I say every once in a while like that's a name I haven't thought of in a while. I genuinely, if you didn't say that, Jack, I genuinely would have probably gone the rest of my life without remembering that name. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Okay, we have to use that. That is unbelievable work right there. Pats Broncos. Oh my gosh. I genuinely would have probably gone the rest of my life without thinking of him. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me, dude? That is an insane pull. He played with the Broncos for 1 year. Denver, New England for a little bit. That's so sick. And you know what? That's nice because I always put Ty Warren for Patriots Broncos. So it's nice to get someone else. It's nice to switch it up a little bit. I'm a bit of a Ty Warren merchant for this square. I love shouting out Ty Warren, but that's sick. We'll do Anthony Harris too. You know what? Chat is going off today for the grid. This will be a chat grid. This is a chat type of grid. Anthony Harris is a great pull. 0.3%. Who's that dude? Oh, yeah. Come on now. Come on now. Packers, Cowboys, Micah Parsons, Kenny Clark. I feel like we've had this square pretty recently. Those are the two obvious ones. We'll come back to that. Let's see what else. But Chad has been cooking. Dakota Watson for Denver and Cowboys. Oh, I like it. Come on now. Lord almighty. I mean, it's insane. Y'all honestly impress me so much with some of the pulls that you get for these grids. I used to think that I was like crazy with the grids. I'm all right. Dude, I would get absolutely smoked by y'all on a grid off. That's crazy. That's crazy. Marshall Newhouse. That's a great one. And that's a relevant one too. We've been talking so much about NFL media members, right? Marshall Newhouse, a podcaster, a personality. I love it. That just leaves us with one. Jeff Brady for Pax Vikes. Let's go. Not Kenny Clark or Micah Parsons. Who else could we get here? I want to say I tried haha Clinton Dix last time and I got it wrong. Trying to think if there's like a running back or anything. There is, but who is it? There's a running back that's in my head right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, I would never, ever in my life get a one rarity score. That's seriously so impressive. Okay. What are we? Oh, Jackie Harris. Tavon Austin would have been nice too. We'll do Jackie Harris. Let's go. A little bit of a throwback there. Good lord, dude. 28 rarity score, but like, man, hats off to y'all. Chat went crazy. Christine Michael. That's another name that I haven't thought about in a while. That's a good one, too. Man. Whew, baby. You know, that's not who I was thinking of, but that's a good one. I was thinking of more like a early 2000s back, but it wasn't Almond Green. I was like, who is this? They might not exist for all I know, but dude, I'm so happy. I'm so happy about Silver Siglia. Oh my gosh, dude. That's awesome. Let's see what the summary was. Brett Favre, yep. Oh, Culpepper for Vikes Dolphins. Yeah, that makes sense. Case Keenum, Demarcus Ware. I didn't even think about it, but yeah, that makes sense. Zach Thomas, Micah, Martellus Bennett, Wes Welker, and Wes Welker. All right, bro. I got you, Brent. Let's pull up the FCS bracket here real quick. I don't know if I'll necessarily fill one out, but we'll take a look. I got you, bro. I got you. Oh yeah, dude. Dude, just shout out random players, right? Isn't that just the best? I'm with you, dude. All right, let's see if we can find. You know, we're just gonna look it up. Mainstream media doesn't talk about it. FCS bracket. Oh yeah, NCAA.com. That's the way to go. Oh yeah. All right. Well, would you look at that? Look who's the number 1 seed. Crazy. Crazy. Let's see who's got the buys. Bison, Montana State, Stephen F. Austin, UC Davis. A lot of the usual suspects here. Lehigh, Tarleton State, Montana, and Mercer. Yo. Low key. Well, we'll see if I have anything going on this day or not. Mercer, for those that don't know, is in Macon, Georgia, which is like a little bit of a drive from where I'm at. That'd actually be kind of sick, though, to go to an FCS playoff game just for fun. What if I just went to the Mercer game? Okay, hold on. No, I'm gonna actually look up how far it is on my phone, because last time I pulled up Google Maps on stream, I doxed myself, and we're not doing that again. I'm gonna look up and see how far away Mercer is from here. Mercer University, not the Atlanta campus. Okay, how long of a drive is it? Oh, it's under 2 hours. It's under a 2-hour drive. Low key, if I've got nothing else going on, what if I just pulled up to the Mercer game? Especially if they played USD. That could be kind of fun. South Dakota State, 14 seed. Playing in the first round. Not often you see that. Oh, UND made it too. We got Harvard, Villanova. I'm not going to lie. I usually follow the FCS a decent amount. I don't have a ton of takes this year, but let's just say Bison are going all the way. I might actually pull up to that Mercer game, though. All right, here we go. We're back. It has been a crazy, crazy first half. It's been a game, to say the least. But let's see if we can get a little something interesting going here. And at the very least, if not, we've always got our good friends 2048. But that was a fun first half. I appreciate y'all tuning in so much, man. This has been a fun stream. I'm liking the vibes here tonight. So we're rocking and rolling, even if the game's not the best. I feel like we're having a good time, you know? SDSU took 4 straight losses. Starting QB was injured. Who replaced Gronowski? Because I know he's with Iowa now, right? Man, that's tough, though. That's tough. Perry Nickerson. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, you posted your grid? I'll have to check that out later. I see you. I see you. An entire state of Lamar's. True. Real and true. GeoGuessr, low key. I've been itching to play for a little bit, and I know. Here's what I'll say. I could pull out GeoGuessr if things get rough. I know there's a little bit of I could do just standard GeoGuessr. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Maybe I will. It has been a minute, and I did promise some GeoGuessr. That's a little tempting, I can't lie. That's a little tempting. I love being a little geography dork, you know. That's a little tempting. Now it's like, Rams, blow them out. Here's what I'll say. For you GeoGuessr fans, and for those that liked the NFL GeoGuessr streams from this offseason, I know I certainly did. Those are seriously like some of the most fun streams I think I've done this year. To call back to what Caden and I were talking about earlier, some of the stuff we've got cooking up, let's just say there's more of that where it came from. So, hey, I'll take it. Jack, seriously, I'll take it. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Let's go, baby. Your idea's carrying this channel. It's crazy. Oh, man. Speed run to make an entertaining quiz. All right. You have been issued a challenge. Go, go, go. I love it. Chase Mason. That sounds like a South Dakota State quarterback. Chase Mason. I say that as someone that was literally born in South Dakota. Appreciate you, Jack. Let's just say one of the ideas that Caden and I came up with, I'm like unreasonably excited for it, dude. I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. But I am truly like super excited with the the stuff that we've got coming up, you know. And I talked about this a little bit. Whatever, we're gonna get like a little inside baseball here, right? Like I feel like, you know, I've been doing the same sort of thing with this channel for a few years now, and I think for where I was with this channel and where I was at my life, like, you know, doing that for like 3 seasons, 2 years, like it was perfect. You know, I feel like I got to a pretty good spot. But now, I'll be honest with you, man, like there have been times where I felt like I've hit a little bit of a wall recently. And so it was just nice to like kind of brainstorm ways to change things up a little bit. And I'm not saying like I'm never doing these game streams again or anything like that. Like obviously those are still going to be here. But we're throwing in some other stuff too now, right? Because I feel like we just got so creative with like some of these stream things that we did during the off season. It's like we don't need to go away from that now that the season's here. Like obviously there's stuff like this that we've got, you know, and the pregame stream, and like that's not going anywhere. But we don't need to get rid of the more outside of the box streams too. I feel like those were rocking this off season, so we're gonna get back to those a little bit too. Um, but yeah, man, I'll probably make an announcement or something at some point. But 2026, man, there's some fun changes coming here. No, no, no. Okay, Sebastian. Oh man. Oh, that's awesome. uh, the cinema closed down. Oh, that's a bummer. From the GeoGuessr, man, that's a bummer. Dude, Bryce Lance is nice. Oh yeah, he's definitely going to the league. Oh, good catch, Puka. Do Minnesota Wild streams if they make the playoffs, or T Wolves, Major League Rugby? No, I mean it's all still going to be like mostly football stuff, and I think a lot of it too is just like I'm trying to like reorganize the way I do my work a little bit. Like I'm very self-aware of the fact that like I don't upload videos often, and that's something I've been really trying to work on now for the past few years, like because I love making these videos, and I feel like I'm aware that like that's the reason most people are subscribed to my channel, and my goal is to also get the streams to be there one day too, right? You know, and also not lose sight, and like at the end of the day, like I am just doing this for fun right now. Like I don't want to lose sight of that either. Um, but you know, like I just feel like, you know what I've done for a few years now has been great and I love it, but like I I'm I'm at the point where I can look in the mirror and be like, okay, there's probably a few things I could do a little bit better, right? Like I don't need to just do the same thing forever. Like, but that doesn't mean like I'm never talking about football. Like this is obviously still a football channel. You know, I don't want to like scare people when I say stuff like this. Or like, is the doctor walking away? Like, no, no. We're still here, baby. We're still here. Oh, Adams dropped it. He sold my king. No, Doctor Free Kick. Oh no, see that's the thing too, right? And I feel like we have an awesome tight knit community, and I think it especially shines in these streams, you know. And I think that's one of my favorite parts about doing these streams, and that's why I do so many. Like truly, I'm not just saying this. Like I would not go live nearly as often as I do if it wasn't for having like a really good close group of people in this chat, you know? Like I've never had any issues with like people being like disrespectful to each other or anything like that. Like, you know, sometimes you worry about that like on the internet, like toxicity or whatever, but I don't know. And like I feel like we all vibe with each other pretty well too, so that's nice. Not to go like super parasocial on you guys or anything. Um but like well truly when I made this channel, like I didn't plan on live streaming at all, you know? But I just randomly live streamed a Vikings Eagles Thursday night game. I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. Let's do that a little bit more. And now here we are, man. Like this is what I do a lot, you know. And I mean, there's I would say you're right, Sebastian. Like there is something special about like me being able to see darn near every comment in here. You know, I feel like that's one of the things that makes this so fun for not just me but for you guys. So, anyways, again, very inside baseball right there, but just A lot of stuff on my mind recently, in a good way though. That sounds ominous and like overly pensive, but fourth down, they don't get it. Whatever. The game's over. I mean, I don't know, man. And again, I this might be slightly hypocritical. I think. Oh my gosh, Teddy's coming in. That's crazy. Teddy's coming in. I think sometimes I'm like, I'm never going to turn off a game ever because it's going to be May and I'm going to be scratching myself like a crack fiend for football. So how could I do that to myself? But like, we saw the Vikings Chargers game. Like I turned off that game early. It's like, dude, I don't need to watch any more of this, right? Like, we'll see. We'll see. I suppose I could keep the game on while I play GeoGuessr too. That also works. Oh yeah, dude. I haven't bought an Atleti jersey in a minute. It's been a minute since I've gotten one of those, but and I know we've got a potential Jack quiz coming soon too, which is exciting, right? Like I feel like especially if it's like a homemade quiz. Like I know Caden's made quizzes before and those have been awesome. Like those hit so hard, like getting a quiz specifically made for this channel as opposed to just like finding one on Sporkle, right? Or like with the NFL GeoGuessr and stuff like that. Like, dude, it hits so hard when you get a custom map that's like tickles my brain in a perfect way, There was no punt. Are they calling it grounding? No, he's out of the tackle box, but it didn't get to the line, and I guess there wasn't a receiver in the area. Dude, that could change the whole game. Jack's already got 4 questions done. Let's go. Oh, this water's good. You know what? It's ironic. Like, I was actually smart this time. I got my backup water, right? Got my backup water. And yet here I am. Usually by halftime, my regular water is finished. My first string water is finished. Still a little bit left in there. We'll take it though. Come on, Teddy. Look at Teddy with the long hair. You gotta love him, right? There's a reason he's adored by Vikings fans. Such a good guy, right? Just a tough break in his career with the injury. Who knows how good he would have actually been, but nothing was ever the same after that. Johnny's still injured for Atleti? Yeah. Yeah. He really was a Pro Bowler. Probably not, but you know. Mr. Privilege has 2 waters, true. Unfortunately, that is like, there is actually some truth to that take. What is the best poppy soda flavor? Good question by Brent. I might say fruit punch. I also really like the ginger fizz. I might have actually said this on stream. It was either on stream or it was on one of Christine's TikToks. But my 2 favorite poppy flavors are both seasonal releases, which is kind of a bummer. The fruit punch is the summer seasonal release, and the ginger fizz, got to make sure I say that right and don't switch the first letters around. I've done that before. The ginger fizz is like the holiday winter seasonal release, but those are good. Orange cream is pretty good. Not a big fan of the root beer though. I say this is like a big root beer head. It just doesn't hit the same as an actual root beer, but it's all right. Devontae making me live in your shoes with the drop. Yeah. Proper winter tap season up in Canada. Sucks to be stuck in Georgia. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm such a tap water head though. I will say, I've been better about drinking filtered water, and especially like, I feel like at a place like Georgia that probably is a smart idea. Like the tap water here is fine. It's not like poisonous or anything, but like filtered water is probably a little bit better. But I and maybe this is because I just grew up in North Dakota, but like I am a bit of an animal. Like I'm a dirty, filthy sewer rat. I will drink tap water. I don't discriminate. I actually kind of like tap water. I was at an Indian buffet yesterday, which by the way was phenomenal. Good Lord, dude. Y'all ever had Indian food? I'm very late to the game with that. Holy crap, dude, that was good. But the water there, very obviously tap water, but honestly, it was kind of perfect for the experience. I kind of enjoyed it actually. Pro Sprite cranberry. I've actually never had one before, believe it or not. Never had a Sprite cranberry. Need to get on that. By the way, it's third down. It's third down. Oh, 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 oh. Are they going to review it? That might have not been a catch. Sean McVay's challenging it up 31-7. I love it. That's awesome. Replay assist comes through. Yeah. I mean, that's probably the right call, right? Yeah. Really? Sketchy water? That's tough. That's no fun. I mean, yeah, that's clearly not a catch. Yeah. The ball's out. The ball's out. The ball's out. The ball's out. No way. You went to an Indian restaurant? That's sick. Let's go. Hey, probably a little better than McDonald's. But yeah, man, y'all ever had chicken 65? Y'all ever had mixed chicken kebab? Oh, baby. Come on now. I forgot the name of it, but they had a dessert there too, which is pretty much like a donut ball, but it was like fried butter. Oh my gosh. Come on now. Look out, Teddy. Oh, look at the escapability. Oh, spin move, Teddy. Come on now. Unk still got it a little bit? Question mark. It's fourth down. Oh, really? Sketchy beach. It's no fun. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If the Bucks don't get this, it might be GeoGuessr time while we wait for Jack's quiz. It might, in fact, be GeoGuessr time. We might keep the game on just for funsies, but I don't know, man. Oh, they got it. GeoGuessr can wait. Because, that conversion made all the difference. They might still win now. I actually didn't know there was military bases there. Yeah. That is an interesting strategy. Man. Look at Teddy cooking. His first completion. He was with the Lions last year, I know. He played a tiny bit for him, didn't he? Just in relief. Didn't he wear number 52 at least for a little bit? Quarterback wearing 50 is foul. I'm sorry. I've at least gotten a little bit more used to some of these numbers. Whatever. I can accept that wide receivers wear single digits. I won't lie. Wide receivers wearing 1 and 2 is kind of sick. I'll at least get down with that. Single digits for receivers and running backs. Sure, whatever. I'm still a little with linebackers wearing single digits, but that's fine. At least it's not like in college. In college, you see some obscene numbers on quarterbacks. Like the BYU quarterback that wears number 47. It's what are we doing, dude? Come on. Have some respect. But now he's rocking 10. Also, I think the 50 was just for preseason. I think if you're in the NFL, you can actually wear 50 still. I think there's at least some laws in place. It's third down. Teddy's leading the Bucs to the Super Bowl. He just might, man. I made a wish many years ago that Teddy would win a Super Bowl. Maybe my wish will come true, just not with the Vikings. And we're almost to backwards backup water territory. Negative numbers. Oh, Forbes again. Getting his hand in there. I will say, the number 0 in the NFL is growing on me a little bit too. Like Cam Bynum rocks 0. I'm still a little on Jahmyr Gibbs wearing 0. Like for me, I think 0 should be like a defensive number, you know? I will say the first quarterback to wear 0 is going to be crazy. 0 is a sick basketball number. 0 is at its best as for like a point guard or a shooting guard in basketball. 0 has crazy aura. Like Russell Westbrook, you know, that's what I think of. Oh, Gilbert Arenas. Well, there you go, folks. It's like 2048. All right, man. We're going to play around a GeoGuessr. We're going to play around a GeoGuessr. Oh, my gosh. There's something like 9. No. All right, bro. We're going to keep the game on, but we're going to play GeoGuessr. I have to switch my setup around a little bit. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Dun-da-da. All right. You might see something funky for a sec, but it's chill. Oh, this is weird seeing chat on the other side now. Okay. Webcam and computer. I'm just walking through my little thing. Boom. There we go. There we go. Oh, Jason Tatum. No, I know. Okay. Maybe people could argue Jason Tatum doesn't have aura, and that's fair. But I don't know. And maybe it's just because my 2K build wears 0. And I'm like, see, it's sick. But, you know. All right. Let's do a round of GeoGuessr, folks. Let's do this. It's that time, man. It's that time. We're going to do classic. We'll just do world. We'll do 2 minutes. We'll do moving. Because I'm decent, but I'm not like that, you know. World. Let's see. Oh, I have it set to no move. No, we'll do moving. 30 seconds no move would be crazy. And you don't know, we'll do a minute. We'll do a minute instead of 2 minutes. How about that? But we are, in fact, playing GeoGuessr. That's how rough this game has gotten. It has actually been a minute since I played GeoGuessr, so I'm excited to fire this up again. But let's see what we got here. See if we can get anything decent. Oh, I hate when it spawns me inside. I mean, okay, this might be stupid. This is the Sistine Chapel, right? Like, I'm not like that uncultured. This is the Sistine Chapel, right? Here's the problem. Where is it? I think it's in Rome, but I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's in Rome, though. But I actually don't know for a fact where the Sistine Chapel is. But that seems right. No? I'm going to mark Rome. Or is it in France? Or is it somewhere else in Italy? Is it in, no, we're just going to do Rome. No! Okay, it clearly wasn't the Sistine Chapel. It's in London. St. Paul's Cathedral. Okay. I knew it was at least a church, so we'll take that. We'll take that. Original Top Gun was filmed in Marine Corps Air Station Miramar. Top Gun Maverick was filmed at Naval Station Air North Island. Interesting. Didn't know that. The more you know. I'm excited for this quiz, I gotta say. All right, let's see what this next one is. Oh, and now we're in the middle of the boonies. Okay, so that is not a United States license plate, right? We do have cars driving on the right side of the road, and there is a lot of wheat. Okay. This kind of looks European. Also, that sign looks very European, and the language does. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, Jordan Whittington with the catch. That's cool. Okay, that's got to be German, right? We're going to say Germany. Bismarck. We'll say German countryside. I don't know. Hey, nice. Not bad. Not bad. It looked a little North Dakotan, didn't it? You know? Oh, yeah. Northern Germany. You're closer than I was, Sebastian. That's not bad though. We'll take that. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Colorful houses. Looks very jungle-y. We got a Xerox. Let's see if we can see a language or anything. It's kind of tough to do this in a minute, but you know what? This is the life we chose. Okay, we got some English. Low key. Oh. Okay, it's tough to make out exactly where that is, but that's at least a little bit of a hint. Um, I feel like this is I'm not sure if that's Hindi or not. I want to say this could be India though. It's definitely at least in that region, you know. I actually don't fully know. I think it's Hindi. Could it be like it's probably like around here? We're just gonna go right here. Nice. Okay, it was India. We at least got the country right. Yeah. It could have been the Caribbean. Could have been definitely like you could think of like Southeast Asia maybe a little bit too. Like before I saw the language I thought maybe Philippines or something, but the language was a nice little clue right there. That was all right. Man, still just like India's so big that like you guess the wrong area. You only get like half points, you know? All right. Let's see. This is 4 out of 5 now. What do we got here? We got cars driving on the right. That sign looks kind of American. This could be the US. Uh oh. Yellow license plate. Okay, when I see yellow license plate, I always think of Alaska or New York, but I don't know that this is necessarily either of those places. I'm still not 100% sure that this is the US either. It's not. That's a kilometers per hour sign. Okay, desvio. I think that's Spanish. Could this be like Central America, Latin America, maybe? Say like Guatemala. Ah, okay. Oh, oops. Dang it. It was Colombia at least. Upstate New York. Dang. All right. Well, last one. Let's see what we got here. Oh, now we're in a city. Kind of. Hmm. This looks quite European. Could this be Russia? Oh, I don't know if that's Russian or not. I don't fully know what Russian looks like, to be honest with you. We've got Euro something. I mean, this is obviously Europe. I feel like this has got to be Eastern Europe, no? Just the way that everything looks. That seems about right. We only got 30 seconds, man. We got to figure this out quick, quick, quick. Quiz will be done in 2 minutes. Let's go. I'm fired up, baby. That's good, because I'm kind of struggling with GeoGuessr. I'm going to say... Okay. Sebastian also thinks it's Russia. I'm going to say, like, Western Russia. Maybe near Moscow. Ah, dang it. It was Russia, though. Interesting. A little forgotten region of Russia right here. Or was that technically... No, it is Russia. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know this city existed. But there you go. All right, showing from the doctor with GeoGuessr. Yeah, people were like in the Russia vibe in chat. Yeah. That was an okay showing. We've done better, but you know what? That was a nice little tune-up right there. We'll be doing GeoGuessr again probably in a few weeks here. More NFL related, but we'll take that. We'll take that. That's all right. But we'll probably just chill here and watch the game while we wait for the quiz. But I'm fired up. I'm interested to see what this quiz could possibly be. 2 minutes, Jack says. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm really thinking maybe after this quiz, I might shut things down and call it a night with how this game has gone and everything. It is a Monday tomorrow, which Mondays, you know, but no, it'll be good. I'm excited for the week though. But we'll probably get a nice little send off with this quiz here, and then maybe Doctor will get an early bedtime today. Who knows? Who knows? But I also could use a little snack. I'm getting a little hungry. Not gonna lie, just a little hungry. We are gonna dip into our backup water now too. Really? You learned Cyrillic from the dictionary because you were bored. That's sick, dude. That's something I would have done when I was a kid. I used to read the dictionary back when I was in elementary school. Not a foreign dictionary, though. That's pretty sick. Oh, it's like the perfect amount. Let's go. What a good day. Look at that. All right, you messaged me the quiz on Discord. We are going to pull it up right now. Let's do this. I'm fired up, bro. We're going to pull it up, and then we will switch our screen over. Here we go, baby. All right, you're going to get my raw, authentic reaction to this. I'm not looking at my screen right now. Oh, the ultimate NFL quiz. Let's go. It's a Google form. I love it. What number is the GOAT? Jackson Smith and Jigba. Okay, I like this. All right. Number 11, baby. It was also number 11 in college, if I'm not mistaken. Which of these is not a penalty, illegal fair catch signal, obstruction, leverage, or getting ejected for spitting on Jalen Ramsey? Oh my gosh. Good question by Pearchamp. Maybe we'll tackle that before we sign off. I don't know. Maybe. You're saying there's a chance. Okay. Leverage is a penalty. I know that for sure because of like the field goal play. And I think of the Broncos-Colts game from this year. Illegal fair catch signal seems like one, right? Like you're just like, I'm fair catching. No, I'm not. I caught it. Obstruction has got to be one. I just couldn't give you an example, but that sounds right. This has got to be it, right? Only one of these players did not win back-to-back Super Bowls with two different teams. Who is it? I know it's LeGarrette Blount, 2016 Patriots, 2017 Eagles. Deion Sanders seems right. Brandon Browner definitely did Seahawks and Patriots. And Ndamukong Suh. I think it might be him. I know, because Deion went from like the Cowboys to the Niners or vice versa, so that seems right. Ndamukong Suh, I know he won one with the Bucs in 2020, but he was not on the Chiefs in 2019, and he was not on the Rams. Oh my God, he was on the Rams in 2021, wasn't he? Wait, was he on the Rams in 2021? Or no, he was still on the Bucs. He was on the Rams before he went to the Bucs. That one almost got me. I think you're right. I think it is Ndamukong Suh. Okay. Whew. Almost got me there. Who's the most recent Dolphins quarterback to win a playoff game with the team? Well, I know they have the longest playoff win drought in the NFL. It might actually be Dan Marino. I know Ryan Tannehill was the last. No, well, Skylar Thompson was the last Dolphins quarterback to play in the playoffs, but Tannehill was there, but then he got knocked out of that game. Could it be Jay Fielder, though? No, I think it's Marino, because they went from Pennington pretty quickly after Marino. That one's a tricky one, though. That one might actually get me. Sebastian says it's Jay Fielder. You know what? No, I'm going to be honorable. I believe you, but I'm going to live with my result. I'll be honorable with the quiz. Oh, I low-key know this one. Only team without a 1,500-yard rusher. Or at least I remember like reading this stat before. Obviously the Browns with Jim Brown, right? Texans with Arion Foster. Bengals, I want to say like Rudy Johnson got there. Is it the Bucs? No, I feel like Doug Martin did it, right? I think it's either the Bengals or the Bucs. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one's actually kind of tricky. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good question. A team without a 1,500-yard rusher. Everyone knows about the Bears and no 4,000-yard passers or anything like that. Arion Foster definitely got there, I think, right? The Browns seems like Peyton Hillis probably got there. Peyton Hillis, good Lord, what am I saying? Jim Brown. Although low-key, it was a shorter season. No, but then they had Nick Chubb, too. I'm going to say the Bucs. That one scares me a little bit. Never 1,500. Well, was there another Bucs running back that might have got there? I'm going to stick with the Bucs. I got to be honorable. Okay. Which of these teams did TJ Houshmandzadeh not play for? I know he played for the Seahawks. I know he played for the Ravens. I'm going to say Raiders because Titans seems like a washed wide receiver spot. Oh, Corey Dillon might have done it too. Yeah. Which of these is Vita Vea's full name? This is crazy. be the first one, right? This looks right. Oh, this is crazy, though. Tulipilotu seems like a red herring, though. Well, no, but they all have Tulipatolu. I'll do the first one. Oh, this is an amazing quiz, dude. I'm loving this. Only one of these Larrys won an MVP award. Who is it? Did Larry Zonko win an MVP? Larry Allen definitely didn't, just because he's an offensive lineman. Larry Johnson definitely didn't. Could it be Larry Brown? I don't think Larry Zonko won an MVP, did he? Nah, I'm going to say Larry Zonko. Oh, that's another good one. Benny Ben Wickery. Oh. I feel like Seahawks has got to be a red herring, right? I'll say Chargers. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I feel like Seahawks is a red herring, a little trick to like get me to say, well, Jack made the quiz, so it's got to be the Seahawks, right? Which of these numbers is Buda Baker not worn? Well, I know he's worn 3 and 32. We'll say 37. Oh, I know this one. He went to Toledo. What number was Patriots Antonio Brown? That's a great one. That is an excellent one. 17. That is an unbelievable question right there. I love that one so much. That one just tickles my brain perfectly. Patriots Antonio Brown's number? Come on, man. Beautiful, beautiful work right there. That makes me so happy. He was number 17. Bucs Antonio Brown was 81. Oh, let's go. That's awesome. That just made my day. All right. Bonus. Name a difference between two of these penalties. Offsides, neutral zone infraction, and encroachment. Well, I believe encroachment is when you actually touch an opposing player when jumping off sides, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let's view the score. No! It's obstruction. That's a baseball thing, I suppose. Dang it. Oh, I got by that one. Oh, 6 out of 12. I did terrible. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. Sue, I got right. Dan Marino, it was Jay Fielder. I should have just listened to chat. It is the Bengals. Oh, man. Who got it with the Bucs then? James Wilder, maybe? Huh. Oh, man. I didn't know that. There you go. Oh, it was the Titans. I got Vita Vea's name right. Larry Brown instead of Zonka. Raiders for Benny Ben Wickery. The Buda Baker one I got right. Da-da-da. Let's go. That was awesome, though. I appreciate that, Jack. That was a lot of fun. Let's go. Shout out, Jack, for a nice little Google Forms quiz right there. That's awesome. I do think that's probably going to be where we wrap things up. We're going into the fourth quarter of this game here. To answer your question real quick before I go, Parachamp, I'm going to say yes. The Panthers win the division. The Panthers will win the division. Keep pounding, baby. And it all starts tomorrow night when they take on the 49ers and beat them. The Panthers win the division. Let's go. Let's go. But, man, that was a fun stream. Even though the game was kind of a bummer, what can you really do, right? But this was a very, very fun stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I had a lot of fun here today. I accidentally closed out of my stream thing early, so I lost chat for a sec. Let's pull it back up. But this was a good time, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I am about to head out. I'm going to kick up my feet and relax. I will see you guys probably not next week. Next week's going to be another bye week, right? I've got family in town and stuff like that. I'm going to enjoy my Thanksgiving. But probably the week after that, we'll be back stronger and better than ever. Maybe Monday Night Football next week. I'll go live or something. I don't know, but I'll let y'all know. You know the drill. Discord, community post, all that good stuff. But y'all have a good night as well. I love you guys. And until next time, the doctor's out. And everyone have a safe, happy, and fun Thanksgiving. Let's go.